Yeah.
The
Here
energy, though.
Yes, sir. Back with another episode of the Format Podcast live, Sunday morning edition.
Yes, sir.
Hear ye, hear ye.
Hear ye.
So let me tell you all why I'm so excited about that intro this morning. So a few minutes before I got on the show, my son, he's over there in the kitchen. He's making his breakfast and whatnot. And he's like, I know what dad's going to say as soon as he hits that button. He's going to say, oh, yeah. He did this perfect impersonation of me. It was so funny. So he's got me riled up and ready to go. So I'm ready to rock with y'all and make it happen today. Sneed, what's good, man? Sneed got what you need.
Man, it's beautiful day, and I'm so glad to be here, bro. I appreciate all that energy coming into the stream.
Yes,
Should
sir.
get us started on a good note, man.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what else is part of that good energy? College football is finally back.
Here we go.
But we're not going to talk about college football today, even though it's back. Because next week, we got the big games. Next week, we got what? Ohio State, Texas. We have Clemson and LSU. And of course, we have the Notre Dame Fighting Irish at Miami. So we have three mega games which could play a huge role in the season going forward next Saturday. So by the way, tune in this week. We should be doing a college football preview show with our guy, Ryan Langford, the official college football analyst of the Format Podcast, former Fighting Illini wide receiver. So can't wait to get with him and do that. But for today, we got a little bit of football, and then we're going to do some, we're going to talk about some, Calvin. What up, Edward? What up, Laker Nation? We're actually going to talk some NBA. So, you know, we had some good topics, so we're going to hit those. We're going to talk some hoops. But other than that, you know what time it is. We're going to hit the spiel, and then we're going to come back, and we're going to get right to it. If you're watching here on YouTube, make sure you go ahead, click that subscribe, that like, that notification bell. Make sure you're kept up to date whenever we drop new content on the channel. If you want the audio-only version of the podcast, open up your audio podcast platform, hit the search bar, type in The Format Podcast. We should come right up. If you're enjoying the content, make sure you give us a like, leave us a 5-star review, and drop a comment. All that stuff helps us rise in the algorithm, helps us find more sports fans, helps more sports fans find us. Make sure you write it down, put it in your phone, make a note of it. The Format Podcast is live Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. Eastern. And finally, if you're really and truly enjoying the content we're delivering you, make sure you hit that join button. There's going to be exclusive content here just for you. You. I can't do the transformer thing, but y'all know.
I know.
Hit the button, man. Right? He does it so perfectly. Like, when he doesn't have to, I'm all like, there we go. He's like, perfect.
Bro, you know what he probably does? It like gets so far into the camera that it feels like he's in people's space, bro. You know, like if you're watching on like a larger display, you're probably just like, what is this guy doing in my camera like that?
Right. Gotta love it, though. Gotta love it, man. He brings the energy. He's not here today, y'all, as you can see. So it's Sneed and I filling in. So I gotta somehow try and replace some of the energy that Transformer brings. I can't do it like he does it, but I'm gonna try to do the best that I can do today. So let's get to it. Oh, before we do that, how could I forget? Shout out to channel members. I hope you all enjoyed the members only episode we did yesterday. First, of course, host of the Be Ready Sports Podcast, Laker Nation. What's good, Laker Nation? I see you in the chat. And y'all, if you haven't already, please go ahead, go over to the Be Ready Sports Podcast. Click the like, click the subscribe, man. He's doing great work over there. He's doing God's work, really repping for the young fellas and, the young athletes trying to do their thing. To be ready, you got to stay ready. Edward, what's good? I see you in the chat. Shout out to our other channel member, Bruce from Baltimore. What's good, Bruce? Shout out, Dummy. Shout out, Stupid. Also, of course, It's Not That Serious. What's good with you, man? Always appreciate the love and support. It's Not That Serious wrote me an outstanding soliloquy in response to the members only show yesterday. I was thoroughly impressed. It was outstanding. And finally, Chief Sid Bubba. Shout out to you. Shout out to everything you've done. Shout out to the boys from Annapolis. Anchors away. All right. Let's get it. Oh, man down Mel in the chat. Early on a Sunday morning in Cali. What's good, Mel? Good to see you.
Hold on. Can we address That dog in the live chat real quick. Can we
Yeah,
do it?
man.
Pull that up.
What? Which one we
Bro,
talking about?
ain't no such thing as arm day, bro. We're talking about like the smallest muscles in your body.
Look, man.
Why are we giving them a day?
No, well, listen, man.
We
Well,
should
so
give them a moment of a day. You know
really what it should be is back and by, right?
Right.
Back and by like works, good contributing muscle groups. But we tend to think of arms because you go out there and somebody asks you, "Hey, where's such and such?" and you're like, "Over there."
Bro, hold on a second, bro. I ain't never done no arm day though.
Well, back and by, man.
Because here's what an arm day would be. An arm day would have to be biceps,
yeah,
triceps,
yeah,
and then all the forearm contributions, right?
yeah.
Like that would be, but that would be such
Depending
a
who
waste
you are,
of a
maybe you
day,
get your
though.
shoulders in there, but yeah, it doesn't work right like that because you do chest and try and back and by. So yeah,
I feel like that must be like a bodybuilder, body sculptor thing.
could be.
Wouldn't be a power lifter thing. It wouldn't be
no.
Strength training thing.
All right, Edward. We ain't trying to take shots.
He threw core in there.
He threw core. Yes. What's good is not that serious. You missed your shout out. All right, but let's go ahead and let's get to these quick hits. Sneed, I'll let you start off, man. Go ahead. I know you guys are good there.
Yeah. So I always come in with inspirations from the young generation. My students were back in session, so as an educator, I get all types of conversations with my students.
Yeah.
Remember, there's a bit of a gap between us in terms of what we've seen live in games and like how we perceive the history of the game. So one of my students, brand new, never met him before, right? Asked me, what kind of sports I'm into. I tell him NBA. So I tell him about my affinity for the association, the NFL, college football. He asked me about the NBA. He said, in the last quarter century, who are the best players? If you could give me just a couple, the best players. And
let's make sure we're clear about that. The last quarter century.
So we're basically talking from 2000
on, right,
to today. The first thing I wanted to do, because I didn't want him to think I was being like not considerate of the whole quarter century, I thought about who I could qualify from the last 5 to 10 years. And I thought who I would qualify collectively. I didn't want to leave anybody out, right? But I kept on going back to the same two players who basically dominated the last quarter century. And I'm not just talking about dominated it individually. I'm talking about they shaped the history of the league. Meaning when I look in the history books of the NBA, these guys reign supreme. Bulk time of that quarter century. Without hesitation, and I try to go back and I try to change it, and I really couldn't.
No, you can't.
The two players are clearly Kobe Bean Bryant and Tim Duncan.
Of course, there's no question. I'm right with you. Yeah.
As much as I need to put LeBron in a top 3, a top 4, a top 5, you know what I'm saying? Like I need to get him in there.
Yes.
I view the game based on outcomes.
Okay.
And it isn't like you play to win the game. You need a team concept to win the game.
Play to win the game.
Timely. And I can't think of team personified more than Tim Duncan. And then I can't think winning personified more than Kobe. And then I thought about the two of them and how they conducted business in the effort to win.
Yes.
And in the purest form of winning, those were the two guys.
Agreed.
Not just the fact that they did win, because they did, but that was the only thing they cared about. There was no narratives. They did not care except about winning.
Timmy didn't care at all. And one thing I loved about him, and I did a couple of shows. I did one, Timmy and LeBron, like which one is actually should be ranked higher. And then I did another one, Kobe and Timmy. And when you look at Duncan, what I discovered in my research and breaking this stuff down is not only was he the anchor and the linchpin of that Spurs dynasty, was that 17 straight years, 50 plus wins, 5 championships, blah, 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 right? But he won it in so many different ways. He won it being the man. He won it being just an elite defender. He wanted just being a leader. He wanted just, being the anchor. And what's going on, Kareem? Salute to you, brother. Good to see you, man. I love the fact that Tim Duncan never let his ego get in the way of winning. And I think there's very few people that have that mindset that as long as they contribute to winning, that's all that matters. But they don't have to be the main guy, right? Like, as great as a distributor and unselfish player as Magic was, or Bird was, or obviously, as great a player as Michael was, or Kobe was, or of course LeBron, I think all those guys kind of have to win their way. They have to be the lead dog. And that, to me, is probably what separates Tim Duncan the most, is that he was able to do it through so many different roles on that team. And that, to me, is super, super impressive, along with, he's got legitimate statistical dominance as well.
I value defense so much.
Yes.
And I'm not just talking about statistical defense.
Stop being trapped in 1994, Sneed. That's
what I'm so connected to the defensive end. It's so important to stop your opponent from scoring.
Agreed.
Because if you look at the margins of victory in the most important and the biggest games, you look at the finals that those guys were in, 86-84.
Well, what that really means is they weren't skilled and they were playing bad basketball. That's what that means, Sneed.
I mean, I'm not gonna pander to that nonsense. You know me, bro. You know me.
Sneed.
But I hear that. Right now, I hear it all the time, bro.
Yeah.
But if the game slows down and gets nasty, those two guys are who I need there.
That's right.
When the game is unforgiving, when the margin is so slim,
that's right.
Those are the two I have to have.
I'm with you, man. I'm with you, and I'm good with that. I love that, man, because as soon as you told me that you had that discussion, but you didn't tell me who the two were, I knew who the two were. I knew it. So yeah, I think that's awesome.
And it's not shade at anybody else.
No.
Like I'm picking the two who for the longest duration of their career personify those qualities, characteristics.
Yeah.
And they just did those things at the purest form.
Absolutely.
They literally just wanted to win. It didn't matter. And they won in so many different ways. Like you talked about Tim Duncan. What about Kobe? There were games in the finals where he enabled Gasol to be the best player for those moments.
That is true.
And he hugged Gasol. And he's like, this is who you could be. Helped him get there. Look how people talk about Gasol now because of what he and Kobe did together.
That's true. Nobody would have, right. If not for Kobe,
he was
nobody.
An afterthought in Memphis, bro.
One-time All-Star. Yeah. Never won a playoff game.
He cries every time he talks about Kobe.
Yeah, I believe he named his daughter after Gianna.
That's respect.
Yeah, it is.
That's respect.
Yeah. So, yeah, no, that was a great quick hit. Love that. I'm sure some people are going to be.
Now, if we go back 10 more years, 15 more years back to 1990, I can change my list.
Of course. We know what that is, right? Of course. Yeah, no, Kareem, you're 100% right, man. You're 100% right. And that right there is the key. And, just about every great man throughout history, throughout all walks of life has had an ego. Somehow he has managed to not. Like, this is kind of crazy. He's, what do you call it? An anomaly, I guess, of elite athletes. All right, good stuff. Okay, second topic, quick hit. I just found this today, and it doesn't surprise me, but I hadn't seen it before. Larry Bird believes Magic Johnson should be in the GOAT discussion. And that is, I guess that's the ultimate level of respect from a guy that you hated and competed so hard against. And through that hatred and competition, I guess, ended up, bearing the fruit of a lifelong friendship. And of course, the ultimate respect, right? Because if we remember, and I think I've talked about this on the show before, in 1987, after the Lakers beat the Celtics in the finals for, the final time of that decade, they asked Bird about it at in the post game, and you could see he was just devastated. And this is something, we all hear the legendary trash talk and the unwavering self-confidence, belief Larry Bird had in himself, etc. And they asked him about it, and he just looked so demoralized and perplexed. And he just said, Magic, he's just the best I've ever seen. And you don't hear Bird talk about people like that, right? And obviously now far removed from his playing days, and he has spoken very highly of Kobe, obviously Michael Jordan, obviously LeBron. But he said that Magic was the best player he ever saw. Absolutely, Barry Johnson, yes. And so, for him to say that, I think it speaks volumes. And then, later on for him to say, because back then, obviously the GOAT debate, that wasn't a thing, right? But now he's saying like, yo, wait a minute, we can't leave this guy out. What are we doing here? This is not a guy that should be left out of the GOAT discussion. Let's see if I have a quote here. Okay, you don't get many quotes from Bird. I don't have an actual quote on this, but he was said that. And of course you have a quote from Magic, right? But, Magic gives Bird the ultimate respect as well in talking about how everything that he achieved, obviously, they're linked forever, right? He said when people meet him, they don't just talk about him, it's him and Bird, right? He speaks glowingly of Bird as well. And he says everything he achieved is because of Bird and how Bird pushed him to be the best that he could be, So just wanted to touch on that. I think that's interesting because Magic is a name that often gets left out of the GOAT debate for whatever reason. And I don't know if you've heard my top 10, Sneed. I actually have Magic at number 2 all time.
Yeah. He's in there.
And so
a lot of respect.
I do. And, as much as I hate it because he wears that disgusting, ugly purple and gold, I truly believe it. I believe Magic is the second greatest player ever. I mean, look, I don't need to go into the whole Magic thing. But I have that same level of respect. Obviously not the same level. I didn't play against him, of course, but as a fan, even as a diehard Celtics fan, I have that level of respect for Magic Johnson. He was a winner on the court. He's a winner in life. I mean, so
I think what people can do, because this is what ends up happening. People start listening to other people's GOAT lists and rankings and stuff, and they stop evaluating everything for themselves. So what do you value as the most important characteristics, qualities of an NBA player? Like, what is greatness? What are the traits? Magic has all of them in spades.
Absolutely.
Like there's no like real weakness to the game.
No.
The only thing you could question about his career was just the duration. There were great players like him that just played longer. So he doesn't have like he's not top 10 in a bunch of, statistical categories. But while he played in the NBA, he dominated the association. And it was very, very clear. He was always a top 3 player in the NBA for like those 10 to 13 seasons.
Yeah, Kareem, it's hard, man. It's hard. Laker Nation knows how much I respect Magic. He knows. Transformer knows how much I respect Magic. Because
think about like this, Bruce. Like James Worthy is viewed as an all-time great player too. Yeah. His greatness is partly due to him reaching his full potential because of Magic. I
have often said that. As great as he was,
and that's just James Worthy. We could talk about AC Green. We could talk about Kareem. We could talk about players that probably reached their potential because they played with Magic. And if they hadn't played with Magic, maybe they didn't reach that potential. And that's one good quality of an NBA player, a great NBA player, is how well do you make your team better, make your teammates better,
absolutely,
allowing them to be great with you. That's the thing, bro. You can't just be great on your own. People coming along for the ride with you, and sometimes they got to take the wheel. You got to get off the wheel, and then they're going to get on the wheel. That happens, and those great players know how to do that.
Right. All right, let's take a quick break here, real quick. C17 in the chat. I appreciate you all being here. Thank you so much. Make sure you all take a second, hit that like and subscribe, man. hit that like and subscribe on the Format Podcast. Also, open up another browser, go over to SMC Media Network, hit the like and subscribe there as well, man. Show us some love. Y'all really have no idea how much those like and subscribes really helps get the show out to more people and shows YouTube that you guys appreciate what we are trying to do here. So, yeah, please do that for us. We really appreciate it. All right. Yeah, so those were my thoughts on Bird saying that Magic should be in the GOAT debate, and I absolutely agree with him. He was that great. He was that great.
Very, very intelligent player. Had all the characteristics, attributes. He's in the combo for sure.
Yeah. And you know what I think? I think that Magic gets overlooked real quick. I don't know. It's just
I have my perceptions why he gets overlooked.
So I think he gets overlooked because we look at the killer mentality, the Kobe and the Mike and those guys. Well, it's really a short list, but the Kobe, the Michael Jordan, and then the Kobe's and the Birds and the Isaiahs in terms of being mean killers. Magic was killing you while he was cheesing for the camera, right? And so people don't look at it like that, but they don't understand how obsessed he was with winning. Magic really was a killer. And so I think that people don't look at him that way because of that.
I think it's a lack of explosive movement. You don't see alley-oops. You don't see dunks. You don't see, yams up in, the rim, like, and then screaming and hollering and all that. Like you said, Magic kind of smiley, but really it's a nuanced appreciation for the style.
Yep.
People talk about finesse on the offensive floor, on the offensive side. Magic was incredible. It was beautiful the way he played the game.
Yeah.
And really the way he played the game was inspired a little bit by previous generation players. So like there was some of that, but he was unique because he was, very tall for the position and really creative for the position.
Absolutely.
But there's no dunk contest in-game dunks.
Right.
So and he just
there's a couple where he leaned on dudes though, but I know what you mean.
Sure, but it's just not the same. Like everybody talks about how like Shaq was ripping down the basket.
Yeah.
Everybody talking about how LeBron was jumping over players in Miami. Everybody talks about MJ's, incredible finishes and flying through the air and 48-inch vertical. He doesn't have those things.
Right.
So what's left is the actual purest form of the game. Without super athleticism, who are you?
Yeah, no doubt. And we're going to talk some more about Magic in this second topic. So, we'll get back to him. But yeah.
How many times did he have 20 plus assists in a game?
Man.
Which is crazy to think that could happen like more than once.
I know he holds the playoff record for that. It's probably between him and Stockton who did it the most.
Yeah, 20 plus assists multiple times is no accident.
No. Yeah, and we will talk some more about Magic later. But okay, last quick hit, y'all. Last quick hit. We got to do this. Shedeur had a bad day. He had a bad day, man.
Who you blaming, Bruce? Who you blaming for his bad day?
I'm not blaming anyone. I think it's just a bad day. He's a rookie, and clearly the Rams said we're gonna try to speed him up some. And they did that. And I'll just say it's not just that he had a bad day. He had a bad day probably at the worst possible time for what he's trying to get accomplished right now. And then his number one rival on the team, if you want to call it rival on the team for that position, Dylan Gabriel, had a good day. So it doesn't bode well for him right now. I don't know what Cleveland's going to do. I think he's shown enough to show that he is absolutely able to be an NFL quarterback, right? But I think here's the other part of it. It's a business too, right?
Yeah.
We know how many jerseys he sold. We know he's going to put butts in the seats. If you Jimmy has them, you got to think about that. You're still paying.
I didn't draft him
all
though.
this money.
I ain't draft him though. It wasn't me.
No. I hear you. But you have to take all that into account. And maybe Dylan Gabriel has put up good enough tape that you can trade him and get,
got some flexibility,
a pick or a couple players or something, So, definitely think that they have a decision to make because cut downs are happening.
This week by
this week.
Wednesday, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting. It sucks that he picked but he had a bad day at the worst possible time. But he does have good tape out there as well. So we'll see what happens, man. What are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, so I'd agree on the timing. But you brought up a good point about getting players traded, and you have to think about the value and the return. Always sell high. Always sell high. So if you think this is the best chance to trade Shedeur or the best chance to trade Dylan Gabriel, like, you do it now. Because you may have some quarterback starving teams who are ready to move on from the guy they have, or they need someone in the quarterback room to develop or whatever. Now would be the time, because Dylan Gabriel has, even the previous preseason game, he wasn't bad. He had the one bad decision to throw that sideline pass, and that's really it. He was good yesterday or whatever. Maybe you're right about that. And then for Shedeur, maybe you don't have a future. You don't plan to utilize him. Sell. If that's the case, if that's how you're thinking it, whatever,
Yeah. It's just,
I can't think about Kenny Pickett and Huntley and all these other guys. They're not in my future.
No, not at all. Yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see. Really, most teams carry 3 quarterbacks. So if I'm Cleveland, it's clearly got to be Shedeur, Gabriel, and Flacco, right?
100%. I mean, that's that would be your order. Like, you would go, Flacco is going to be starting. He's your experienced veteran, and then you decide your second and third. But you kind of view them the same, anyways. They're rookies that aren't going to play.
Right. They're hopefully not going to play.
Ideally, not going to play.
Right. So, okay. Be ready says Browns are keeping 4 QBs on their 53-man roster. Why?
There's got to be some other needs that need to be fulfilled more so than that quarterback decision. Now, if they, maybe the reason they're keeping 4 is if Flacco gets injured, they still don't think their rookies are ready.
Right.
And that could be it.
Yeah, Edward, I actually heard that
he said
Eric
that?
Dickerson, no. Eric Dickerson said he had it sourced from a very good source in the NFL that they basically colluded not to draft him.
Oh, I did hear about this story.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
I
heard that. I find it very interesting how many people are jumping on that when it was also reported and sourced by numerous journalists from people inside the NFL that wasn't the case. But you know what it is, like, people jump on what they want to believe. So I'm not saying ED's lying.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know Eric Dickerson to be a liar or to conjure up stories that didn't happen.
Right.
So
I'm not saying he's
something
lying.
was said. Yeah, something was said along the line.
I just think it's interesting that people are jumping all over that when you have Jamel Hill. She was reported there was no collusion with it. She's got sources in the league. Adam Schefter, of course, he reported the same thing. There's no collusion in it. So, I mean, whatever, man. Whatever. This is just very interesting, the Sanders worship that's going on. And I'm a Shedeur guy.
Yeah.
Going back, I thought that he was QB1 in this draft, but the Sanders worship is a very interesting thing to me. And it goes from Prime to Shedeur to Shiloh, and I'm like, why? But that's a whole different thing. That might be a Patreon topic.
Barry brings up his thoughts on whether or not they should keep Shedeur. He says Shedeur was put in the game with people that aren't even on the Browns depth chart. So basically, like, third stringers, some players that'll be cut. It's an interesting view on it.
Yeah, I think Herman Edwards. I think Herm said that he was kind of set up and that he needs to get out of there, and that Skip said that he was set up, and I'm like, interesting. So I don't know.
Those are factors. If you're going to evaluate a player's abilities, who are they throwing to?
Yeah,
you got to see him with some first team guys, right?
Right, and he hasn't gotten that chance, so that is kind of frustrating. I was hoping that he would, get some of those reps with the first teamers, but as good as he is, maybe you're looking at it and you're saying, well, Dylan Gabriel, that's a 6-year starter in college. The experience is there. Maybe he's seen just a little more. So
the upside on Shedeur is higher than Gabriel.
I agree.
Whatever ceiling you think Shedeur has,
Mhm.
it's beyond Dylan Gabriel's ceiling.
I agree.
And the floor, I don't know how to evaluate the floor this early.
Yeah.
But I see splashes from Shedeur that are worth investigating and investing in. You know.
Yeah, no, I agree. All right. Good stuff on these quick hits, man. This is gonna be a great show today. All right, let's get right to it, y'all. Okay. Jerry Jonesy, man, he's still at it, man. He's still at it. This guy, he's got a lot to say, man, and we are gonna hear some of what he had to say. He was on the Stephen A. Smith show, or I guess Stephen A. Smith went down to Dallas to interview him. And it's very interesting that Stephen A. Smith's tone changed a great deal. When he's on First Take, he's very bombastic in referring to Jerry Jones and how he feels about how Jerry is dealing with this contract negotiation with Micah. But when he got in front of him, it was a totally different thing. It was, let's see, you're an educator. What's the word I want to use? It was almost servile. I thought that, like I get it. You know, somebody who has a lot of juice, you're not going to go in front of them as a reporter and attack them, right? But it was very far from the tone that he utilized on First Take. So, I mean, they'll let you know. And I think you said this last time when we discussed Stephen A. Smith, a lot of what he does is so performative. And for a guy that's, well, I guess he just understands the TV business, right?
Right.
I'll leave it at that. This is not about Stephen A. But he went and he sat down with Micah, sat down with Jerry Jones, discussing a number of things. And of course, one of them, the main one we're going to discuss today, is the ongoing contract dispute with Micah Parsons. So
not looking good, Bruce.
No. But all right, I'll get to that in a second. If you're under a rock, Jerry Jones and Micah Parsons, his star edge rusher, are kind of locked in a contract dispute. And basically, Jerry Jones contends that he and Micah negotiated, had an agreement, but he didn't talk to David Mulugeta, Micah Parsons' agent, one of the best agents in the NFL. He didn't talk to him at all. And basically, he's trying to cut the agent out. And now that's becoming extremely problematic. Micah is saying, yo, we didn't have an agreement and I don't want to be here anymore. And Jerry's like, well, I got you under contract for 3 more years. That means
do we all get on the same page here? Verbal agreements don't mean anything.
No, they don't.
There has to be something in writing.
Yeah.
And signed between two parties.
Yeah. And again, why are you doing this without the agent? I don't understand. And, you know.
Well, no, I mean, I think Jerry's looking at this the wrong way. They're like, this ain't 1955.
No, it's not.
Like, you know, we understand how legal works.
Yeah, we do.
You know, I mean,
and he's acting like he doesn't understand it. Dak has an agent. CeeDee Lamb has an agent. Trayvon Diggs has an agent. You talk to all of them. Why you can't talk to Micah's agent? There's something going on there.
It's weird.
Very weird. But let's go ahead. What we're going to do is, you know how we do this, y'all. We're going to play the clip. We're going to listen. We're going to stop. We're going to discuss. We're going to go. This one is probably about 7.5 minutes. So we'll be in and out of this clip, but it was very worth listening to because, again, it gives you kind of a look into the mindset in this particular negotiation of Jerry Jones and his mindset overall. And I'll also mention this. Free plug from the Format Podcast. If you haven't already, go to Netflix and watch America's Team, The Gambler and His Cowboys. Really good show, very entertaining, 8 parts, but also gives you a really good look into how Jerry Jones works. Because we always ask, why is he doing this? Why is he doing this? He will tell you in that show exactly why he's doing this. But let's go ahead and listen to the clip.
All I'm thinking about is you've been negotiating for decades. You've been negotiating before Micah Parsons was even conceived, was even thought about being conceived. That is a child compared to you at the negotiating table. So for somebody as accomplished as Jerry Jones to sit across from Micah Parsons and engaging any kind of negotiation, how does that make sense to anybody outside of yourself? Because we know he's a football player. You're a businessman. I would not sit across from you at the negotiating table. I would send my representative to sit across from Jerry Jones. I'm not going to try to negotiate with you. I don't have a prayer. What are you to expect from Micah Parsons in that regard? What
When
do you
you've
say?
done as much negotiating as I've done, got there by simple miles,
Okay.
not winning awards, but by simple miles. You know the only way to get things done. The only way to get things done. There's no bargains. The only way to get things done is get to where you're going, where both parties can live with it.
Okay.
Both parties can live with it. That's the art. But I know that, and that does show me. I'm the general manager of this team. I'm not the owner. I am the owner, but I'm the general manager, have been since the day we opened.
Mm-hmm.
All contracts have been under my purview since we've been doing it, and the negotiations associated with it. Although I've got some great people. Number one, Stephen, who's...
Let me stop right there. So he's acting as a general manager, even though he's the owner. And I don't think there's anything against the rules on this in terms of, the NFLPA or anything like that, or the collective bargaining agreement, I should say. I don't think there's anything against the rules, but it does seem like an odd situation. I think what needs to happen, and this is just my opinion, again, is that next CBA, they need to put it in there that players cannot, unless they are representing themselves, and that's clearly stated in writing, they can't negotiate directly with the team. That you have to go through an agent, obviously, that's been vetted and recognized by the NFLPA. Because it seems to me, and I could be wrong, but it seems to me that Jerry is definitely trying to take advantage of this situation here.
I actually agree with what you're saying about taking advantage. However, I disagree.
Okay.
That there should be a rule for it.
Huh.
I believe that people should be allowed to get screwed if they allow it to happen to themselves. So
Okay.
because what ends up happening, it's like if someone's willing to make a mistake, they should be allowed to make a mistake. And then other people take advantage of it.
Mm-hmm.
But what you're saying about the Players Association,
Mm-hmm.
they can build that into the fabric of how they do business
Mm-hmm.
in seeking legal counsel. And hey, if you're part of the NFLPA, you're not allowed to sit at these tables.
Mm-hmm.
If you sign this agreement on this on what we're provisioning for us as a group, you're not allowed to go to these meetings. From now on, all agents will represent all players. If you don't want to be in the NFLPA, fine, go represent yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It's like union, right? You want union representation.
Mm-hmm.
You're not allowed to go and stand in front of the employer. You need to have representation that's from the union.
Right.
It's for your protection.
Correct.
So you get what I'm saying, Bruce? Like, I'm with you in that they should protect themselves, but they, in this case, don't have that in place. So they should be able to get screwed.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is interesting. He's going to talk about Stephen Jones. This is kind of odd. I'm wondering, like, I really don't get it. Check this out.
Stephen, who's as a chemical engineer, so he ought to know how to negotiate.
He says Stephen, his son, Stephen Jones, he's a chemical engineer, so he ought to know how to negotiate. Can someone explain to me what chemical engineering has to do with negotiation?
So something that I've noticed about something that I've noticed about these guys, like they always feel like they have to justify and explain, like why they're vetted, right? Like they're like, oh, here's the defense of why he's here, why I'm here, and why we do what we do, and why we're good at what we do. Because you don't know any better, so let me explain it to you. As opposed to just being like, look at our outcomes. See, he don't want to talk about the outcomes.
Right.
How are their outcomes? They've been signing bad contracts for years. Are they getting better out of players after they sign them or worse? I think the players they're signing are doing worse after the big money. What do you think?
Zeke, Dak. Or some of the other guys. Well, the Trayvon, he got paid before or after the knee.
But how are we going to evaluate these contracts, right? Like if the players play up to the contract.
Yeah.
Have they moved on from guys at the right times? No.
Jerry seems to be very much a guy who wants to portray that loyalty thing.
And how's that working out? He has no wins.
Listen, true, but these Hall of Fame guys that played for him, they'll take a bullet for him. your Michael Irvins and your Emmitt Smiths and your Troy Aikmans and some of these other guys.
What does that do for your 2025-26 season?
I get it, but we also know that winning on the field is clearly not the most important thing to Jerry.
So we should be questioning their effectiveness as GMs.
I agree. Edward says, is there a race card in play with Jerry? I don't think so. He's paid a lot of black athletes a whole lot of money, so I can't even go there. I don't see it. Now, maybe I think he's personally got an issue with the agent. I think he's got an issue with Mulugeta, but that's me. All right, let's go for it.
Whole point is, I fully understand the difference in experience. Now, let me add something to this. Micah Parsons is brilliant, really.
I'm not questioning his brilliance.
He's not only as an athlete, he actually is mentally. And he is very, very, very capable. The only one that I've ever seen that really matched him, and we'll put Michael in there because we did negotiate, was Charles Haley. Maybe one of the best money negotiators that I've ever been around, and there was a player to get it done. So it is very, very possible because just like you have advisors, they have advisors. And Micah's got agent.
David Mulugeta, to be exact.
And that agent is within a phone call of talking about any detail that was there and was available with any detail that was there. We have agreed on how long this is going to be, and we've agreed on the amount of guarantees it's going to be.
You and Micah.
The package is the biggest ever paid a non-quarterback. That's where we are.
Right. So again, all that may be true, but we know that there's different factors in play there, right? It may be true that it's the biggest deal ever paid a non-quarterback in a number of years and whatnot, but it's the guaranteed money, where the guaranteed money falls. And then there's all the other little parts that go into the minutia of the contract, right? And these are things where an agent comes in handy. Michael Parsons might miss a lot of stuff, right? He might miss some stuff that might not be beneficial to him down the road. So look, I'm not saying it's the case, but I really do feel as if Jerry Jones is trying to get over on this thing. And that's why he's so adamant about we had the deal done and he wants to keep the agent, David Mulugeta, out of it. That's my thought. I don't have anything to back that up. I don't have any concrete evidence or anything like that, but that's just my feeling.
Jerry is literally planting landmines all over these negotiations. If I was a young GM, a studying GM, aspirations to be a GM or an owner, this is precisely what you should not do publicly. This is insane. This is in spite of your best interest. Jerry is literally a fool. He is a wealthy fool. He's going about this all the wrong way, Bruce.
Yes, but maybe it's the right way for him. Do you think that he is trying to blow this up on purpose to force Micah into the franchise, right? The franchise tag, so he doesn't have to give him the big deal now, and he'd rather pay him down the road?
And how has that worked out for Jerry Jones in the past?
I'm just asking if you think
it's literally blown up every time. So if you make a mistake one time, you should learn from it. A big mistake. A second time, now you got 2 case studies of how you made a big mistake. Third time, fourth, he keeps repeating that mistake. The best time to invest in expensive things was yesterday. Right? Like, he's going about this all the wrong way. He's just meddling. This is all wrong, Bruce.
Listen,
it's right for him if you want to call it that.
Right.
But it's actually right for nobody. He's just a wealthy fool.
Look, he's like 83, and he's saying my way of doing.
Listen to him talk, Bruce. Do you think he's sharper this year or sharper 5 years ago?
5 years ago, no question.
Where's this going, sir?
I also believe his mentality is my way of doing things has worked for the last 35, 40 years. It has taken me from scrabbling together $100 million to buy this team.
Oh, so this is about money.
And now I'm worth $16 billion.
So this is about money. This is not about success. Success and money are 2 different things.
I agree. Listen, I'm with you, but I think that for Jerry, and again, he talked about this in the documentary. Jerry said out of his own mouth he wants to make it a soap opera 24/7. He wants that. He said that.
So he's willing to lose to make it wild.
Yes. Because clearly that's what makes him happy. But even with the losing, he's still raking in the dough.
It's so hard for me to reconcile someone signing up to lose.
Yeah.
So that they could make it wild and wacky and unpredictable.
Well, I think he's looking at it as you see losing. Every time that cash register goes off, I'm winning. And a lot of these rich guys think that way. As long as the money's
this
rolling,
Micah situation is making him more money.
Well, from the attention that it's garnering, probably. But at the end of the day, here's the problem, though. Micah doesn't have the leverage. Jerry's right. He can franchise this guy twice. Micah can't go.
That's okay.
Anywhere,
that's
right?
fine. It's in the rules.
Micah can say, yo, I'm hurt. I'm not playing. Cool. You know?
They could play that game, the tit for tat, right?
Yeah.
Whatever chess moves that they're allowed to play within the CBA and all that.
But at the end of the day, Jerry has the leverage here, so this is going to be very interesting. But
immediately he does, but long term he does not.
We'll find out. Let's continue with the clip.
That's where we are.
But
because a third party, rather than me and Micah, has got to come in. Why? Because he's got to get his fingerprint on it.
Come on, Jerry.
Come on, please. He's got to get his fingerprint on it.
Crazy.
All right. You tell me. I'm just telling you.
Right.
Okay.
I'm not challenging.
He wasn't there. Well, I'm just telling you though. I'm not challenging you either. But there's no need for him to come into this agreement except to look at all of the details of the agreement and all the fine print and all of that. But then he's got to sit here and say, well, is that something that Mike ought to live with? Or should he take playing under this year's contract and be franchised for 2 more years after that?
But Jerry,
which one?
But Jerry, you told me, think about this. Let's backtrack. Last year we're talking, and you're talking about life and how beautiful life is. You know, having purview over the owner of the Dallas Cowboys, being the GM of the Dallas Cowboys, being around young folks, keeping you young. And there's so much stuff that youngsters don't get. And how the world has changed and how you've had to evolve with these changes. Micah Parsons is not 50. He's 25, 26 years old now. He wasn't around. So when you were doing things the way that you have always done it, he wasn't even born yet. He doesn't know. So he comes into this world now. He has representation. They're telling you this is how business is done these days. All of the other owners capitulate and adapt to that because they recognize these kids are not what they used to be. It's changed now.
Can I interrupt you a second?
What a mess.
Thank you. Yeah.
What a mess.
That's exactly it.
Bro, he's a rambling fool.
But at the end of the day, he can franchise that man twice if he wants to. That's the crazy part. Micah he doesn't have a leg to stand on here. Unless, NFLPA gets involved and they find something and say, hey.
Well, that would get them at the table probably again, right?
Right.
But Jerry is just so hell-bent on trying to sign a contract with Micah with no agent there. This is so weird to me, bro. It's weird to me for an NFL player to not have an agent.
Yeah. I mean, there's a few that,
But that's unusual, and that's not the right way to do it. It's risky.
Mm-hmm.
Because owners and GMs are going to say really nasty things about those players when they're not there.
That's right.
And they're negotiating. They'll say anything, which is crazy. It's like, you want to sign me so bad, but you're going to say that I'm not worth this amount of money.
Mm-hmm. I think the smarter move in this situation really legitimately would be to trade him because you will get a lot if you trade him. But Jerry's not going to do that because he wants to show I got the power. You're not going to tell me what to do. I'm going to do what I want to do, how I want to do it. So
it's crazy. What's crazy, Bruce, is he actually said things that were correct when he was talking about negotiations. Like, there's negotiate, but he doesn't want to actually have them with an agent. Why this guy though? Why this particular agent and why Micah? Why is now the prickly agent situation?
That's what I'm saying. I really believe that there is
something between them.
Yeah, I think so. Let's continue. Please.
You're not talking to the owner of the Dallas Cowboys. You're talking to the general manager of the Cowboys. And so all these teams, owners may not be involved. But in this case, I am the general manager. My job is to do the contract. My job is to sit down. What is at issue, Steve? What's at issue is not whether I should be negotiating a contract. The issue is who I negotiated with. I'm standard. I'm operating in my shoes here. I'm the general manager and have been since I bought the team. So I negotiated Herschel Walker. I negotiate all the contracts.
That's right.
Okay. Do I have a lot of help? Do I have plenty of fabulous help to go do it?
Andrew,
But that is my job. That's different than the owner. Okay. And if for 1 second, if I had not thought that Micah had within the phone right there, step in the bathroom, go anywhere you want to go, or leave and talk to him, could not have his attorneys. Hope he's got 3 of them. And I hope he's got 3 agents. And I'm not trying to, I know I sound condescending, but I'm not trying to be. There is no question that he had people to advise him. And these things, these contracts are that long. The reason I'm taking this position is what's not in the contract. And that's where in years to come, when you're laying a couple of $100 million on somebody, when you're doing that, you want to understand. Now, that's different than the rest of the guys on the team. Okay. Now, that guy right there needs a leadership role. Micah could be one of the best leaders ever, could be one of the best leaders. Right. But guess what? Other stuff happens along the way. Always does. Always does. Guess who's there? Guess who is there? Wanting to be there, if no other reason, to protect my relationship, protect the Cowboys and what have you. But as that document has said, I mean, I'm there. I'm there with district attorneys. I'm there with all the other guys. That's why I want to do it, and that's why we want to. Michael came in from Saudi Arabia. Called me from Saudi Arabia. Coming in.
Michael Irvin.
Micah
Parsons. Got it.
Coming in, want to talk. Now, he says he didn't want to talk necessarily about a negotiation, but he wanted to talk. Okay. Jerry, can I have your cell number? I don't ever give anybody my cell number.
That is true.
I want to give you my cell number. We negotiate, we go back and forth, we come through, we go the next day, we negotiate, get it all done. I get a call. I don't want you to call me anymore. Micah, don't call me anymore.
He said that
we haven't called.
Micah Parsons said to you, I don't want you to call me anymore.
Don't call me anymore. Don't call me anymore.
After calling you.
That's correct.
And igniting a negotiation, he turns around and exchanging numbers
negotiate
and negotiating.
Don't call me anymore.
And then he calls you back and said, don't call. I don't want you to call me anymore.
The agent calls. He says, we need to start a negotiation with Micah. Guy says, well, we have negotiated. We'll send you over the deal. Proverbially, just keep it. I won't tell you where to put it, but just keep it. We're going to start a negotiation. Okay. We've had the negotiation, period.
So I
think I know what happened here. So Jerry believes he got the deal done with Micah.
Yes, he does.
And it looks like Micah is backing out because he realizes he made a mistake. Right? Micah now is like, what did I just do? Like, why didn't I have my agent do this? I could have gotten more money. I could have gotten these stipulations. Jerry is saying Micah's the bad guy. He's backing out of the deal. He's the problem. And now he's disclosing details about their communications.
Provided that's actually what took place.
If it's true.
Right.
Yeah,
we're only hearing one side, right? We're not hearing from David Mugeta.
But here's the thing, Bruce. Micah would be a foolish decision to speak publicly about what they said.
Well, that's true too.
You know, the ball's in Micah's court right now. Like because Jerry is literally saying that he's the one who did this.
Yeah, no, I can agree with that.
Aircraft carrier is right. I agree. I think this is Micah's fault. That was a poor judgment call. Opening up negotiations with Jerry directly was a big mistake.
So do you think that it was his intention to negotiate directly with Jerry, or he just wanted to talk to him and Jerry kind of moved him in that direction again?
Do you know how a fine line that is?
Man.
Don't you think that Jerry would try to drag him into negotiations on a conversation?
I would think so.
He can only take advantage of Micah if he's having those conversations. This is on Micah, Bruce. If what Jerry's saying is true, this is on Micah.
Yeah. This is. I think it's just. I think it's crazy, man. I really do. It's wild, but it is exactly what Jerry wants, right? It's the soap opera. We're sitting here talking about it. Who
has contract conversations about players with Stephen A. Smith? What other GM owner would do this?
Think about it. He knows what type of reach Stephen A has. Where did I just get the clip from? Right? Stephen A. And I'm not saying I'm somebody special. That's not what I mean. But I'm just talking about Stephen A's general reach in the media world, not just sports media, but media, period.
Mhm.
And so that was a very smart move. Hey, Stephen A calls you. First of all, Stephen A, smart move, calling Jerry. Hey, let's do this. Why? He knows the Cowboys they're huge, right? They're mega. And then, of course, Jerry Jones. Oh, Stephen A, arguably, the biggest voice in the mainstream sports media. Yeah, I'll sit down and talk with him, right? Very smart move. Sound business. This is, again, I don't know what Micah Parsons and his agent are going to do, just based on the fact that he can get franchised a couple of times before this ever works out. So you're going to play or you're not going to play. I don't think Jerry is not going to fold here, because he's like, yo, I got you.
Micah's got to play. I mean,
I would think so.
This is what you're here for.
Yeah.
Your time on this planet,
Mm-hmm.
the Dallas Cowboys planet, the NFL planet,
mm-hmm.
is finite.
Very finite.
A beginning and an end, and your peak is now.
Mm-hmm.
Your star is manifested through how you play on the field today.
Right. So, Woodage, it is quite less than QBs. However, with TJ Watt just getting a new deal.
It all comes up a little bit. Yeah.
TJ Watt just got his new deal. Who's the other? Myles Garrett. He has a deal.
What are they both around 40 million or something?
Yeah. They're up there. So what Micah Parsons, if they franchise him next year, and I'm sure someone else will get paid by then, if Trey Hendrickson gets paid, that pushes it up a little bit. Remember, the franchise tag is the average of the 5 highest paid at the position. So he will be
basically you take like the third or the somewhere between the second and the third guy.
It's an average, so yeah, right around there. So I mean, either way, Micah will be handsomely compensated for 1 year, and it's fully guaranteed, right? So we'll see it. Yeah, but you can't compare Clowney and Micah Parsons.
No.
That's not even close. The only thing is, here's my thing, and then we'll go ahead. We'll open up the phone lines. We'll take actual phone calls today. My thought is this: when it comes to Micah Parsons, yeah, he deserves to get paid, but I don't think he deserves top of the market money for edge rushers, because one, he doesn't quite have the top of the market production in terms of the sack totals, and two, if you really want to get stingy about it in the negotiations, you pull up the stats. Where are those numbers against the best teams?
Very commonly, the hitch in these negotiations, Bruce, it's usually in the guaranteed money.
Yeah.
Right. So it's probably something
and where it falls in the contract.
Yeah.
Like you want that money front loaded so you can get as much of it as possible up front. And then, I mean, really though, I'm like, if I get a gigantic signing bonus, yeah, we'll be all right. Because that signing bonus guy going.
I mean, that typically gets the deals done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's kind of the icing on the cake.
Yeah. That's my thought. Okay, we're gonna open up the phone lines, y'all, and here's the number 904-219-8264. 904-219-8264. Love to hear you guys' thoughts on this. Give us a call and let's see where you are on Micah Parsons and Jerry Jones, and what you think about how both parties are handling all of this, how you think it'll turn out. Let's go.
If we know everything, but I mean, I don't think we do, but if we knew everything,
right?
This had a roller coaster ride. There was a point where, we could have looked at Jerry as the bad guy, the owner, the GM, and we could say he's like a meddling owner, but he made himself the GM, so now he's living in it, right? And then now we know a little bit about Micah. Should this all be true, we know that it's very possible he made a negotiating mistake in the fundamental aspect of negotiations, right? He may be backtracking and doubting what he did, and his agent was probably like, they had a conversation like, why would you do this? Jerry's cold-blooded, like he wants you in there in these,
Yeah, don't do it
Micah,
without your
it
representation.
sounds to me like Micah may have learned an important lesson.
No taxation without representation. Is that what he learned?
I
He missed that in 7th grade history, I guess.
guess.
Yeah. Ugh, man, this is
Jerry
tough.
is nobody's friend, bro. Like, I hope these people understand that.
No. It's tough. But again, this is all entertaining. Jerry says, "Hey, I want the soap opera 24/7," and that's precisely what he's getting. Jerry's all about marketing. Remember, he did his master's thesis in marketing in the game of football, so he knows what he's doing. And
I also think he gets his thrills
that's a
from
great point.
getting over on people.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like winning. Like, this is how he wins. If he wins this Micah thing, that's important to him.
No, agreed. Yeah, you know what? And obviously, I'm not wishing it on him or his family. I don't think the Cowboys are going to get to any state of normalcy until this guy passes away. Really.
It's the Jerry show.
It's the Jerry show.
Yeah, it's the Jerry show.
And he loves it that way.
He was talking about how, like, he's getting to the end of his line and how he wants to win a Super Bowl.
He doesn't.
I think he's getting to the end of the line and he's having fun playing the game. It's not about winning the game. It's about whatever the metric of winning. It's not necessarily winning on the football field. It's winning in those operations.
Yeah, I don't think he has any interest in truly winning or competing for and winning a championship. If it happens, it happens, but he wants it to happen the way he wants it to happen. Look at who he just hired as a head coach, and not try to take a shot at Brian Schottenheimer. This dude has been around the league for a very long time.
Like 3 decades.
Coach yet. Yeah. Come on, man. But what he wants a guy that he wants to be Geppetto. That's
he literally had Jimmy Johnson and sent him on his way.
Exactly.
I mean, what was his name, man? Garrett?
Jason Garrett. Yeah, he had him for a long time. Yeah.
What was that guy gonna do for you, bro? He was there for years.
Yeah,
you weren't crossing the damn street with that guy. What's his name? The guy from the Packers, Mike McCarthy. I mean, he's got a Super Bowl win, but like, I mean, how convinced were you that he was the reason they won?
Well, I hear you, but at the end of the day, nobody could take that from him. So, whatever.
But nobody was like, "Oh, the Cowboys got Mike McCarthy. Here comes the Super Bowl."
Right.
Like, we knew what it was, bro. Jerry's feeding his own little process, his own little control. It's like a stage. It's like actors, actresses. He's the director of the show.
Absolutely.
As opposed to being the guy who signs checks and enjoys the winning. He just wants to run the show. He's the director with the big pants and that big thing, screaming from across the set, "Do it again."
Right. Yeah, that's how he gets down, but that's what he wants. All right. Well, let's go ahead and we'll move to the next topic. Let's move to hoops. And this is one I thought was interesting.
All's not connecting from Bruiser Sue.
Really? All right. Let's do this then. Guess we'll have to do it this way, and I will double check that later. All right, I'm gonna put the let's go back and because Bruce wants to get in. Not sure what was going on there, but I put the link in the chat. So go ahead, click that. We'll take a couple of minutes. Stay on task. If you call in, stay on task. We're talking Jerry and Micah and the Cowboys. That's it. All right. So let's go ahead and we'll take a couple on that. Click the link if you want to get in, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, Bill Parcells wasn't a puppet, and he got cut short.
Yeah.
Remember what he said? Let's get this guy out of here.
They want you to cook the meal. They should at least let you buy the groceries. But Jerry has to, he's got to be in control of everything.
You know, the conversations about like turning around a team, for example, like if you're a coach that's coming in or a GM, and the conversations they have before they come to an agreement is like, well, what's your time frame for estimated turnaround? Like if
Right.
I give you this position,
Yeah.
when do I expect to see the things that you
The
described?
result. Yeah.
So like, will we be competitive within a couple of years? Will we be playoff bound within a few years?
Mhm.
Like, those are questions that you could say, because then after those few years, you could be like, look, you haven't done any of those things. Now we could reevaluate your position within this organization.
Right.
And there's no guarantee of winning. There's
Mhm.
no guarantee. You could sign great guys, an injury happens. You end up getting a Jamarcus Russell and not a Peyton Manning. Stuff doesn't always work out.
Yeah. I don't know. Bruce, you were trying to get in, man. Click the link. We'll take
Go
that.
ahead and tap in.
Yeah.
I'm kind of glad that there's not that many
Mhm.
owners who are also GMs. Like, it's Jerry basically.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just. I mean, my team, the Browns, my owner's a fool too. I don't know if he's got his hands in as much as Jerry. Like, he doesn't. I don't think Jimmy has a radio show, but like
Oh,
my owner has some similarities to Jerry Jones,
is he
and
all?
that bothers me. And it bothers me.
Does it?
I should have seen the owner when they're holding up the Super Bowl trophy.
Correct.
I shouldn't see the owner. Like, it's not that I don't want to see an owner. It just doesn't make sense to see the owner.
Mm-hmm.
The owner's wealthy and doing other things.
Right. Every owner should be playing the Lamar Hunt and the freaking, what's my man's name? Robert Kraft role. That's
You're
it.
talking about the guy in Kansas City that just I see him at the Super Bowl ceremonies.
That's right. So that's all it needs to be. That's all it needs to be.
That's why it pissed me off when Dan Gilbert penned that letter and did that stupid. Like, I don't want this.
Yeah.
I don't want. Get out of there.
Mm-hmm. Barbecue chicken. What's going on, barbecue chicken? Barbecue chicken. Hey.
Get out of that YouTube. Focus on the StreamYard.
Right.
Unmute yourself.
Hold on.
There we go.
Hold on.
Nope. Lost him again.
Yeah.
I said, hold on for a second. Hold.
How you gonna call in our show and tell us to hold on, man?
You want to let you know that he's here for it, but he needs like 8.5 seconds.
In order to be ready, you got to stay ready.
Yeah, what happened, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah, aircraft carrier. That's precisely what I was saying. Is the only difference between Jimmy Haslam and Jerry Jones is a radio show. I don't like my owner at all. I think it's his fault we're stuck with Deshaun Watson. I think it's his fault that the whole thing with Shador is a thing. I think it's his fault that there's always a question about the GM doing things. It's all on him, and he's a thief, straight up thief.
Him and Big D.
Yeah. D Haslam. It's just
right. Okay, looks like we lost we lost barbecue chicken. So
Jeffrey Lurie owns the Eagles.
Yeah, he does. Yes, he does, and he's killing.
Is anybody doing it better than him?
No, not right now. All right, we're gonna go on to the next topic. So wait for the next call in and stay on task. That's gonna be the new rule. When you call in, stay on task. Stay with the topic. No more.
Else we're booting you out of here, bro.
Yeah, no more catching up on every topic prior to that. Stay on task. All right. So this was another one I thought was pretty interesting. Magic, Bird, and MJ. What are we talking about when it comes to Magic, Bird, and MJ? The reason I brought this up, I saw an article come across earlier in the week, a couple days ago, that I read. And Charles Barkley, we know, is one of the top 10 power forward all time, 50 greatest dream teamer, blah, 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 right? one of the all-time greats in the game, and now one of the all-time great commentators / analysts in the game, right? So much respect for Charles and what he's done. And realistically, one of the biggest things that he is known for and loved for is the fact that he is brutally honest and blunt. He might not always be right, but he's brutally honest when it comes to what he believes. And yeah, right. He's not playing the mainstream media games that so many of these guys are playing. And I respect that. And, you know, everybody knows Chuck is Chuck and he's going to say what he wants, right? There's some big old women in San Antonio. That was crazy when he said that. I was like,
that was wild, bro.
Yeah, I was like, yo, do you know what year we live in, bro? What are we doing here? But that's beside the point. That's Patreon talk. But anyway, we really need to get a Patreon. We got to get that going.
I'm down.
yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. We'll have a talk about it. So Charles Barkley, he said something that really made me think, and I thought it was worthy of discussion. He said there are 3 guys. He says Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, and Magic Johnson are the only legends that truly transcended the game of basketball. And I'm like,
wow.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah. And
that's bold. That's bold.
It is bold because I think there's a couple more that you could kind of push into that.
Yeah.
And I think those 2 would probably be Kobe and Steph. I don't know that
how much of that, but how much of this is timing? I feel like there's a timing element to it. Like the earlier in the association's history these guys came along, the more likely it was going to be a transcending moment for the league. Like Larry and Magic, it was a very important moment.
It was perfect. Yes.
And then Michael followed them. Like this is I think there's some timing to this. What do you think, Bruce?
No, I agree wholeheartedly. I think that when it comes to Magic and Larry, I think everything, and I've said this before, everything kind of fell into place perfectly. And it worked out exactly for what the league needed, when the league needed it. You're talking about, you know, obviously, you know, Magic and his personality in Showtime Lakers, Bird, his personality, blue collar, grinded out Celtics, East Coast, West Coast, right? They already had something of a rivalry in place, a historical, you know, hatred of one another with the 2 franchises. The league at a time and at a position where it was really struggling, and all these things, and then boom, you drop these guys in. And on top of that, they had just finished competing for the national championship in college in the still most watched college basketball game of all time. So it's like everything perfectly fit, to your point, the timing, right? The time and all the other aspects, boom, you drop it into the league. They save the league, right? 5 years in, the league is doing great. And then what? Here comes the nuclear megastar, right? Michael Jordan. And he takes it to a whole different place. So absolutely, I think it was perfect. Those 3 guys transcended the game on the court, off the court. And if we want to look at transcending the game when it comes to Magic, even in a way that we are not happy about, the fact that he contracted HIV, think about his ability because of his celebrity to spread knowledge and information, awareness, thank you, about that disease. So I can kind of see why Barkley would say those are the 3 guys. I would add 2, but your thoughts on that? Go ahead, man.
I mean, I'm following everything you're spitting right now, Bruce. I'm with you on a lot of these things. This is a nuanced conversation.
Agreed.
Because we can look at this from a year-to-year standpoint as a timeline of events. But you know what's undeniable is the 3 guys he's mentioning are extreme winners, right? And they created franchise-altering eras for these teams, right? Like the ultimate era for the Lakers is the Magic era. The ultimate era for the Celtics is, well, maybe for the Celtics it would have been actually before Larry Bird. Right, they dominated that early part of the league, but like the Larry era was like
modern era
championships, right? And then MJ, I mean, who are the Bulls?
Yeah,
they're just personified by number 23. You know, as great as Derrick Rose had a couple of great seasons, there were no chips you know, and we know that that's how greatness is exemplified. So, Charles made good picks. The timeline, the location within the history.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's interesting. Because like Wilt Chamberlain, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, there's great winners and great players that you could throw in there.
Yeah.
I see the guys in the chat are talking about Allen Iverson transcending the game.
Not like Kobe.
I think it's more like culture as opposed to the game. Unless you're saying that the game and the culture started to fuse. I don't know.
I guess you could say that. I think it's Kobe. And Bruce and I had this debate about, you know, who's more influential. And I just look at Kobe on that global scale. The fact that, and I talked about this, the fact that the Mamba mentality is now studied at university level in terms of not just sports, but, you know, life overall, in terms of anyone attempting to maximize whatever it is they do and having that Mamba mentality. Like, that's a real thing, man. I truly believe that Kobe probably should be put into that group of transcendence. Like you look at it and you wonder, what would Kobe have done outside the game of basketball, right? In terms of outside the lines, because didn't he won an Oscar, right? For that A Letter to Basketball. Is that what it was? I can't remember what the name was. He won an Oscar for that, right? Like, that's unusual for an athlete to go into something so completely different from their chosen path and to dominate that as well, right? To achieve that discipline's highest award. So he did that. Yeah, so I definitely think that Kobe would probably be one who now gets into that transcendent level. And then I think Steph too.
Yeah, but Kobe didn't reach the full potential of what he could do from a transcendental standpoint because he just wasn't supported. He just didn't have the day-to-day reminder of how great he was. He didn't have that. He didn't have people weren't
needed it.
Right, but we've seen those other players that we have been repeatedly told how great they were. If you think Kobe is a transcending player, you're the minority.
Wow.
You could do it in your community tab, Bruce. Go ahead and do it, and I guarantee you it's under 50%. Yes or no? That he was a transcendental player. I don't think you're going to get the majority vote saying he was.
I think that's crazy.
I think this is what the perception is. Doesn't mean it's right.
Right.
Perception doesn't even have to be reality. It's just what someone thinks. Bro, there are still to this day people talk about how dominant Shaq was. We had that conversation last week.
Yeah.
Man, you can pick it apart how he was not as dominant as they said he was.
Transcendent NBA player.
Yeah, you could make it in your community tab. You could do it here within the live stream, you know, like if you pull up the YouTube side. I don't think they're going to, I mean, look at the Bleacher Report. Look what they just did.
Yeah, well, but we've heard now, you know, shout out to Paul on the basketball show. We've heard kind of part of how and why that's happening, right? Obviously, the connections to Uninterrupted and Bleacher Report and all that.
People say that Kobe was a carbon copy of another player. You know how wrong that is? Kobe is a unique player.
Yeah.
With like his trainer talks about it all the time. He said Kobe was like the most unlikely to have this much success. He wasn't the fastest. He wasn't the highest jumping. He wasn't the strongest. He wasn't anything of those things.
Right.
He just had this insatiable appetite to be great and was never satisfied. That's not Wilt. That's not Shaq. That's not all these other guys.
Right. It's true. Let's see. So let me actually read the quote from Barkley while we wait to see if we get anything in the community tab poll. By the way, go vote, guys. Let's see. Barkley says there are 3 guys. Anytime I see them, I pay homage to. Larry Bird and Magic Johnson, who saved the NBA and took it to an incredible level, and Michael Jordan. We all know Michael Jordan was the greatest basketball player ever. I was blessed to play in his era. So this quote is actually from 2013. So I'm wondering if you asked him about this now, is there anyone else who you would kind of put into that group? I think he would probably say Kobe. I do.
2013, Kobe was solidified.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't
That's
achieve
That's true.
anything new that was going to. Right.
Yeah. It's a great point. He says there are very few players that transcend the sport. The 3 most important figures in NBA history are Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, and Michael Jordan. There are a lot of great players, but there's only a few guys who transcend the sport. So you're right. Now that you say that, yeah, because by that time, Kobe had done all that he was going to do. So, aircraft carrier. I don't know if I agree with you on the Iverson thing. Well, let me say this. Not to me, but maybe to a lot of people, but not to me.
I think some guys could have been more transcending, but I think they were suppressed.
Mm-hmm.
I think some guys were held down, sometimes to their own accord.
Right.
And sometimes the powers that be are just like, we're going to go a different route. We want it to be someone else.
You know, that's a great point. That's a great point.
Like, why is Steve Nash getting 2 MVPs?
Yeah.
What the hell are we talking about?
The machine gets to be behind certain guys. See, Luka.
When are we going to do that topic,
great,
by the way, Bruce? When are we going to do that topic about like
Steve
how
Nash's
the NBA MVP is voted?
Yeah, let's work on that. Yeah,
it could be
we
something.
might do that next show. Yeah, that's a great
because people evaluate greatness on MVP awards.
Yeah, when we know there's guys that should not have gotten them when they got them. Agreed.
Sometimes it's the best player in the NBA, and most of the time it's not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. By the way, Edward, see, I know you don't like to do this, man. Go back and do your homework. Watch the actual film, man. Kobe got double and triple teamed a lot. He did. For instance, the NBA Finals in 2004, when and the Pistons will tell you their strategy was to not double team Shaq and to double and triple team Kobe and make it hard on him. So, just a thought.
I'm already used to it, Bruce. The narratives about Kobe and his career. I already know.
Yeah.
I already know what everybody's gonna say. I've already heard it all.
Right.
You know what I mean? I've already heard it all. So I'm okay with it. And you know what? You know what the Mamba would have said? F him.
Yeah, he would have.
So that's what I'm gonna start doing from now on. I'm gonna just adopt the Kobe, the Mamba. F him. And then I'll just hold up the 5 rings, bro. The gauntlet. You know.
Oh man. Yeah, but so those are my thoughts, man. That's definitely I thought it was just interesting that Barkley said that, and I wanted to kind of address it a little bit, and I wanted to, like I said, add my 2. And realistically, I think transcendence among small players is probably Steph even more so than Iverson. And not that I like it that way, but I think so. Like Steph's influence and what he's been able to do is like absolutely insane. And then you talk about some of the off the court stuff. I think he actually financed Howard's golf team, right? Howard, one of the most prominent HBCUs, and he financed their golf team because he's big into golf. And so, you know, Steph's out there, man.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead, just so everybody understands what we're talking about here. This is the Webster's Dictionary of what transcending means.
There you go.
All right, because the word is going to get used, right? But we have to know what it means. Transcendence, existence or experience beyond the normal or physical level. So they're saying otherworldly.
Yes.
Outside of what was perceived, what was thought, what could be, all those things. So yes, Wilt Chamberlain needs to be in this conversation.
Yeah,
because he was doing things that nobody thought was possible.
That still are not possible.
Still to this day, in my opinion, the most athletic NBA player of all time.
I'm good with that.
Is Wilt Chamberlain.
I'm good with that.
I don't care what Michael Jordan's vertical was. I don't
You're a
care.
hater. You know LeBron is the most athletic NBA player of all time. You're a hater.
But there's a LeBron now. What is Giannis?
Yeah.
What's the difference?
Athletically.
What is it? What's so different about Giannis and LeBron? Physically.
Yeah. King of the chat was good. Good to see you, man. That's an interesting take. I would have to think about that. It's a very interesting take.
I agree that he's a huge overachiever.
I don't know that he was, because people knew how great he was from the time he was in high school. So I don't know that he was a huge overachiever. It's Lenny Wilkins, not Lenny Wilkins, John Lucas. John Lucas, when he was coaching and being the GM for the Sixers, had Kobe play guys one-on-one when he was bringing potential draft picks in for workouts. Kobe was a junior in high school. Like, they knew how good he was. So I don't know that I go as far as to say he was an overachiever. I just believe that he maxed out probably more than anybody we've ever seen in terms of what he could do.
I mean, there were people saying that T-Mac was better.
Yeah, I'm not saying that.
No, but you remember back in the day when they were talking about that? They were like, it was like 2000 maybe. They're like, oh, T-Mac's going to be better. Like,
Dr. J. Okay, I can go with Dr. J. I think he kind of gets overlooked because of Michael Jordan, but that's fair. That is a great one, Armand. And what's going on, brother? Good to see you. That's a great one, Dr. J. And unfortunately, he does get overlooked because of Michael Jordan and Kobe and these guys.
Oh, this is
and
crazy. Look what Sean said, bro.
What did he say?
Giannis is a better mid-range. No.
Wow.
We're not doing that, Sean. We're not waking up to violence, bro. We're not doing
that. We're not. Those violence. Wow. Remind me to look that up when we get off the show. I'm not doing it now. But wow.
No way.
Because if that's true, I'm going in.
No.
I'm not doing it now.
Yeah, but so Bookie Allen, Hakeem.
Listen.
Hakeem wasn't. There you go. Hakeem wasn't he wasn't promoted. You can't transcend if you don't.
Yeah.
If you don't get the opportunity to be the star on the stage.
Yeah. Part of that is having the machine behind you.
Remember, I mentioned that earlier in the discussion. Like they kind of pick and choose certain players, like who they think is going to take them to higher levels.
Yeah.
They really saw that in MJ. They saw it in Magic and Bird. So, and they were right. Right, Bruce? They invested all the resources into them, and then they were right. They're proving
definitely
right. You know?
Yeah. No, I agree. Let's go ahead and I'm going to pin this to the top of the chat. My bad. I opened up the YouTube. But I want to pin this to the top of the chat, and then we will go ahead. By the way, hit that like and subscribe here on the Format Podcast, and then go over to SMT Media Network. Hit the like and subscribe for him as well. We're Armand. We're not going to get into this. Is not a LeBron. We're not doing that. We're not doing it.
Maybe they're mad that he wasn't included in Barkley's thing.
Maybe.
You know that. I mean, who else should you add? Maybe would be an extension of this topic. You know that he only picked 3 guys. Maybe he should have picked a handful of guys.
Right.
I personally believe that when you talk about special things, it's important to only have a select few. I've had this conversation with my coworkers about honors and AP. Like if you have 100 students trying to take an honors class,
then
should you really have 100 in there, or should it be like 30 or 20?
Agreed.
Do you really have 100% of a class that should be in honors?
Right.
I don't think so. I think it should be for the elite. Not everybody's a special snowflake when it comes to everything. You know?
No, I hear you. All right, let's go ahead and let's bring Edward up here and see what he's got to say. What's up, man?
Good morning, fellas. Let me cut my TV down.
Salute. Good morning.
Good morning, man. How everybody doing on this lovely Sunday?
And what up, brother?
All right, what's going on? Peace and love, man, to all, man. Let me get this on out the way. What does James have to do with this, Bruce?
What is what?
James, what does James have to do with and the dude with the cheeseburger on his profile picture, my brother, you had a hot take on that, you know what I'm saying? Because
Let's stick to
Bruce,
the topic, man.
I'm gonna
Please.
stick. Okay. I'm gonna stick to it. I'm gonna stick
Okay.
to the topic. Okay.
Okay.
We
The
just
three
throwing
he
a lot
picked,
of.
the three that Charles Barkley picked.
Yeah, we're talking about that. Yeah. So, I agree with CB on that. You know what I'm saying? That was a good one. I mean, like, look, I wasn't even around. I was an afterthought when those three guys, especially the only thing I can hear was the he say, she say. Um, they used to call Magic Tragic Johnson. Bruce, am I lying?
Yeah, that happened following the '84 finals, but that wasn't like a regular thing, though.
Yeah, and then of course, MJ had his flaws. He couldn't win until he got Phil and Scottie Pippen and everything like that. So you had that going. Bruce, chill, bro. I'm just speaking
I'm
the
listening
truth,
to you. Go
man.
ahead,
I'm a
man. Go
truth
ahead. Go
teller.
ahead. Go ahead.
I'm
Go ahead.
just true. I'm just
Go
telling
ahead,
the
man.
truth.
Go ahead,
Okay.
Edward.
And then now this is right in your day. Was Larry Bird the last person who won 3 MVPs back to back?
Yes.
So, like it's a lot of people, like you said earlier, around this time who got robbed for snub for MVPs, but I would agree with that. But however, like I said, man, God, this is I wasn't even thought of. And I was hearing the stuff about Dr. J was, you know what I'm saying, changed it, but he was what was that, the ABA?
ABA, then the NBA. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, him and Mr. George Gervin, the Iceman. Yes, Bruce, I did. I went to the Wax Museum before so those guys and but yeah, I would say, what I'm saying, Dr. In today's game, I mean, like, man, I gotta give it the AI, but I see what y'all say about Kobe, God rest the dead, but today's game now, you know what I'm saying, you seeing Steph changing it and transcending and everything like that.
Okay.
So
So wrap that all up for me. What exactly, like, what's your main point that you were getting?
not, bro, you really think I'm trying to throw some shade,
No,
man?
no, 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 no,
You
no, no,
wait.
no, no,
I'm
no.
not.
It's not that. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just trying to see like where, like, I'm trying to bring that all together so I understand what was your main point in that.
My main point was that I agree with what Mr. Barkley saying.
Mm-hmm.
And then probably decades later on down the road, you will have some of the today's players when they get older, they will say it's the LeBron, KD, and Steph.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's all, brother. Calm down, man. I'm not gonna
I'm
throw no
calm. I was
shade.
just trying to understand where you were. That's all.
Man, yo, you be ready, man. I get you, dog. Hey, I'm right there with you, my guy.
All right,
But
Edward, man. I
all right,
appreciate
brother. My
it. All right,
peace and
brother.
love, bro. Peace and
Later.
love.
All right.
Yeah.
Alpha and the Omega. What we got?
Hey, Bruce, say don't act like that with me, man. Stop acting like that with me, man. On this glorious Sunday morning, man. Don't act like that with me, bro. Why me, man?
Why they picking on Bruce this morning, man?
I don't
All
know.
the callers are picking
I don't
on
know.
Bruce.
I'm
But
not
you know,
talking
I
about
get
Bruce. Hey, why you treat me in such a way, man? Why I get treated like the step cousin, Bruce?
Bruce, what you got, man?
Hey, man. Who cares? Who gives a goddamn what Charles Barkley got to say? His opinion now is valid. What has
Not
he won?
valid.
What has Barkley accomplished in the NBA? What championships has he won?
You're off on this one,
What
Brucey.
moment has he gave us? So yes, he's a Hall of Famer, but for him, listen, let me say this: Will Chamberlain, trendsetters, transcendent talents. Will Chamberlain for sure. Kobe is not a transcendent talent, bro. He ain't number we saying it with Mike, we already had Michael Jordan already. We saying that already. We talking about stuff we never seen before. Understand what I'm saying? Kobe is not a transcendent talent. Hall of Famer, top 5, top 10 player all time, yes. But it's transcending, nah. It's not many transcending players, bro, that transcend basketball. Steph
So
Curry is
you
a
don't,
transcendent player.
so
Huh?
Bruce, you don't agree that Michael, Larry, and Magic are
Yeah,
transcending?
Larry Bird, yes. Transcendent players, yes.
So then you do agree with
Magic
him.
Bird,
So you
all
just
the transcenders.
no, but Bruce, what I'm saying is you questioned his validity in him chiming in on this, and then said you agreed with it. So what
I
I'm
agree
trying to
with
figure out
what?
where you're at with this.
What did I
You're,
agree
you're
with what?
you're agreeing with the three guys that Barkley said are transcendent, but
And then
then you questioned his.
No, because I like how he left LeBron out. That's all. But come on, let's stop. I mean, he won't go into no LeBron discussions. We ain't even gonna get into it. Come on now, stop it, yo. Come
what was
on,
the year on
let's
this,
stop.
Bruce?
I'm like, dog, I ain't gonna stay long on this topic. All I want to know is this. I'm not, y'all call me LeBron Glazer. I'm not a LeBron Glazer or nothing. I'm not saying nothing. I believe he's a transcendent player, as I believe Allen Iverson was a transcendent player. But that's my opinion. But my thing is, for all these people that all of a sudden, I mean, people already been feeling this way. Where is the origin for everybody disdain for LeBron? Because it can't be from playing basketball, because he gave us 20 great
No,
years of ball.
no, hold
If
on
we
a
love
second.
hoop, hold on. If we love hoop, we grew up loving basketball, and we watch LeBron James play basketball without all the personal shit people don't like about him, we'll say he was a hell of a guy playing. I mean, Bruce, you done said it plenty of times. He's most definitely a great player. But
Yeah.
where's the origin of the disdain everybody has for LeBron because of his personal things that he did in his
No, hold
personal
on.
life? Like,
Hold on, Brucey. Hold on. What was the year from this quote, Bruce?
2013.
What did LeBron do by 2013 that was transcending the game?
dominating the East. That's what he was doing. What you mean? What you mean? What you mean? Falls like how you? Come on, stop it, Sneak. So you don't like LeBron his game at all? You've been in the
I
league
love
20
LeBron's game.
years.
LeBron's a
I'm
great
not
player,
going
but I'm
to.
talking about 2013.
He was dominating the Eastern Conference. That's what he was doing, Sneak. That's going to the finals 8 years in a row.
Hold on. So
That's unheard of.
Bruce,
In
hold on.
2013, how many
So in
Hold on,
20,
finals?
hold on. Can I talk, bro?
I was about to say in
He
2013,
went to 8 finals.
he had
In
quote unquote
2013?
dominated the East for 3 years. So that's transcendent, if that's what you're
I'm
3
talking
years.
about far like his run with the far as the 8 finals that he did reach. That's not
No.
transcending.
No,
The way
Bruce.
he
This
play, his
is
power, his athleticism. Come on, his athleticism, his power. Come on now, like come on. That's not a trans speed. We ain't never seen that like LeBron, have we?
so
Before him,
the
with
time
the power,
frame
the
of
speed. That's not transcending.
this quote is 2013, which means LeBron had been to the finals in 20
Overall,
in
fuck
20
2013. I don't care what we said in 2013. Excuse my language. Overall, so you trying to say LeBron's not transcendent talent?
He
Certainly.
is.
Besides all
He
the
is.
personal stuff
He
you don't
is.
like about him.
He is. He is.
Besides all the personal stuff, all the little sneaky shit that he do, all the little snake shit that he do that I don't like. Besides that, put that to the side. You trying to tell me since 2003 how LeBron's been playing and showing out he's not a transcendent talent.
He
Stop it,
is.
bro. What
He
is the
is.
origin of the disdain for this man?
I
Why
just said
people
he
don't
is.
like him? The answer is why people. Where is the origin for the disdain for LeBron? What is it? What's the personal? It got to be personal because it can't be about ball.
How can you have a personal issue with someone you don't know personally, Bruce?
Because
I mean, I'm just trying to
the things y'all say, it got to be personal. What is it? What is it then?
be personal if I don't know him personally. And I'm just saying in
You
general.
don't got to know somebody personal to feel personally about him, about certain stuff, behind the things that he do, the things that he say in his personal life, how he act, how he move. What that got to do with you? I'm talking about on a basketball court. Like what? Not even you, Bruce. I'm just talking about overall. Like
But I'll
some
tell
of
you,
the NBA legends, and you know
but
what I'm
I'll tell
saying.
you, you're
Where
being
is this the shame and the disdain for this man come from, man? I just don't get it.
but you're being disingenuous, right? You are
I
being
tell you all the time, I don't like some of the stuff that he do though. Because I
hold
hate it.
on.
I do, but I'm not
No,
gonna.
I'm saying you're being disingenuous when you say that it's stuff in his personal life. No, I don't care about his personal
Well,
life.
not personal. Let me stop. You're right. You personal. You don't know nothing about it. I ain't never hear you say nothing bad about it. I'm talking about his character, his characteristic. How you say how he move and some of the stuff that he do. They say he's a liar and tell stories, and you know what I'm saying. I'm talking about that stuff. You can't separate that from this game on the court. That's all I'm saying.
I've also talked about his game, and I said I personally don't like his game for everything that they say that he is. I think it's just too many holes and too many flaws. But listen, go ahead, land the plane, and then we'll go ahead and we'll get to the next call. Let you land.
Go ahead, I'm good. I hit you back.
All right, brother.
Thanks.
Appreciate the call. All right, Sean.
Sean, what up?
Oh, what's up, Bruce? What's up, Steve?
What's going on, Sean? I think you're new to the channel, man. I haven't seen you before.
I'm not new in C's channel, but you know,
got the crossover.
I actually came in a few times when it comes to the format. So
okay, I appreciate it, man. Make sure you hit that button, man. Hit that like and subscribe. But go ahead.
But yeah, man. Hey, if you compare those mid-range percentage, you'll understand why. It's not even close. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I think that Kobe Bryant is a transcendent player because of how he overachieved. Like, no one did not expect Kobe to be, at least in that time, like top 5, a top 10 level player. Like, you know, the elite talent at the time was AI, Vince Carter, and T-Mac. You know, as far as athleticism, as far as flair, you know, Kobe was initially a bench player for the Lakers, you know, while Shaq was playing with Nick Van Exel and
Eddie Jones.
And Eddie Jones. And, you know, he has to work hard. He has to force through that system in order for him to get to that starting line. And even still, he was still able to become this shining star that, you know, for in that era or my era, I haven't seen. You know, I mean, since Jordan. So yeah, I do believe that he is a transcendent player because of how hard he works. You know, people will say like, "Oh, he's not a transcendent player." I mean, yeah. I mean, if you wanted to talk about as far as like the origin of his skill set, I mean, yeah, he is not a transcendent player. But you have to understand that basketball, everybody learns from somebody. You know what I mean? Jordan learned from David Thompson or from Rick Barry or any other legends that came over here. You know, like he has been learning. Every single legend learns from somebody. Kobe, in my opinion, he's the greatest student that I ever seen when it comes to basketball. He learned from everybody.
He did.
Even from players he probably will say that he doesn't even need to know about his position. He learned. He learned from things from Shaq.
Sean, that's a good point. One of Kobe's key attributes was his intelligence. Really, really smart dude. To go with the hard work ethic, that combination is lethal.
Crazy. Yeah. Worthy talks about how he pulled him to the side and said, "Hey, I need you to come down to the gym and I need you to show me something that you did in like the 85, 86 finals when you did such and such." And Worthy's like, "Huh? What?" So, you know, like that's impressive.
People just think like Kobe Bryant is like a Jordan copy. He's much more than that. He learned from Jordan's rivals. He even asked Scottie Pippen of all people if he wanted to learn from
defense.
He did. That's right.
Defense. Yeah.
Like we got to stop doing this stuff. Like he is in that mindset as far as hard work and also how much of a student he is. He is a transcendent player, and I think that if he was still alive, he will continue to showcase that mindset that could maybe counterbalance from this James Harden, LeBron James mindset, which is about money over titles. That's just what he is, man. Like these players, you know what I mean? They think James Harden is a transcendent player. We gotta be honest here. You know what I mean? Like they don't care about winning no championship. They just care about, hey, I need to get that $500 million contract. And as long as I got those regular season stats, Snee, I know you laughing because it's true. As long as they got the regular season stats and they got contracts, I'm good. I don't need to do 80 million. That's how the mindset of the modern day American players are. And that's how the overseas basketball is going to kick our rear ends in the next 7 years, 8 years, because the mindset had changed to where it's about money more than just polishing skill and becoming
Hmm.
great. But yeah,
That's fierce, man.
that's all I got to say, man. Like, I'm not gonna be dissing LeBrick right now. I already did my damage on these channels anyway. You know what I mean? I mean, hey, he's a transcendent player, but he's the
Uh-huh.
reason why people, they only concentrate on the money. Like, hey, I need to get, if a bench player say I want 100 million, and they will show you like, look at my connections. Oh, they're gonna get that 100 million.
Right.
That's how transcendent he is. You know what I mean? As far as his basketball court, transcendently watered down the game. But again, that's all I got to say.
Nice job,
No
Sean.
doubt, no
Thank you.
doubt. Hey, appreciate the call, brother. Thank you, man.
No problem.
All right. All right. And finally, our guy Nino. Nino, what's good, man?
No.
What's going on, man? I think they got it right, fellas. Magic Bird, of course, what they had to do to elevate the game.
Yeah.
MJ, what he did to elevate it.
Mm-hmm.
But I would add I would like to go back and I gotta put Mr. Russ on there because if I don't think people understand if he make one false move, if he don't do it right, I don't think even Magic and MJ get a chance. If he don't do it right, they gonna well he took all this and that, but if he don't do it right
Mm-hmm.
and ball at the same time, I don't think the other people get a chance. I will say Wilt too, because when we talk about them guys, they gonna be bigger. They're not bigger than the game, but in a way bigger than the game. So then it's still a crazy product. It ain't elevated like all the way yet. Then you get Magic Bird, super elevate the game from what I'm hearing. From
Okay,
what I'm
so
hearing,
so
that was
Nino,
it.
just to make sure we're on the same page. Uplifting the game meaning it's leveling up to something greater than it was before you.
Right, but your name and what you done is just as big as the game. What I'm going by.
But if you lift yourself up very, very high, promoting yourself and your brand, but don't do the same for the game, you're not transcendent to the game, right?
Sneed.
Step up and
I see
don't
where
lift the
this is
game.
going.
I will say that. I don't.
I see where this is going.
What's me trying to throw a curveball? I'm missing something.
No, I'm agreeing with you. I
Curveball.
think you're analyzing it the right way. We're saying transcending yourself
Mhm.
is not the same as transcending the game. And I think the best of both worlds is transcending yourself and the game.
Yes. And that's why
But the
LeBron is
game
not
don't.
transcendent. Yes.
LeBron is definitely transcending. It
No,
ain't a debate. It's not a
no,
debate that
because
goes on in the last
you
one
just
out
you
of 10 gonna have Bron in
Nino,
it.
you just agreed about uplifting the game and taking it to a greater place than it was, right? LeBron
Right.
hasn't done that.
Not in the sense of magic. Now it's not in the sense of
Ah,
Okay, so Barkley's
Mr.
picks.
Russell and Will. It's
Barkley's
the
picks.
games in
Let's start
different
with Barkley's
places.
picks, Did Larry Bird uplift the game?
Yes.
Magic?
Yes.
MJ?
Yes.
Okay, so we're all on the same page.
Yeah, but I'm saying they was so. What I'm saying, I know people don't look at it. But the game gonna go to different levels, right? The way MJ took it, that's where you get your Kobe's, and you can't go back and say the MJ did the same work as Mr. Russell and Will, because you passed that. It's because
Right.
of them you
I
passed
agree.
it.
I agree.
Then you get Bird and Magic. It can't even be duplicated because it's gonna be hard to
100%.
no,
duplicate that.
100%.
Then you
no.
get MJ, and that's what you get today. That's trying to be duplicated. MJ had whole swag, but he didn't have to really worry about the things before him. Okay, then the people I'm adding on this list is not KD. I'm putting Kobe, like he said, Kobe, he said KD, Kerry, and Bron. I'm putting Kobe
Hmm.
because Kobe elevated, and I don't know, maybe America didn't really appreciate being like that, but we talking worldwide, Kobe's Kobe's crazy. KD to me is like to me, it's like KD. I'm putting him in there with Kareem for this existence. For some reason, people don't. When they think of KD, they just think basketball. Kareem, I know. I don't know if y'all know, but I just read up on Mr. Kareem. I know certain people don't like him for whatever reason he
Hmm.
did. He wasn't. Hey, he wasn't no camera in my face. He was really reading. He's a different guy. He's my type of guy, but everybody ain't gonna like him.
Right.
If y'all know what I'm saying. Bron, he took it to a level of okay, we going off of that. We're gonna elevate this to the players and we gonna get this and that, but he still did the work. So I don't know where like the now the James Harden thems and the KDs. They took player empowerment. I think they took it the wrong way. Like not living out your contract, working out your contract is crazy. But Steph Curry got to get in there to me because kids want to shoot. Listen, I ain't gonna say he messed up the game because Curry said it himself. I didn't tell your kids to shoot that shot. But when I go see my little cousin them play, I swear to you, Sneed. I'm talking 11, 12 year olds will stop on a fast break and jack a three up.
Yeah.
And coaches allow it. So I
No.
gotta I'm adding LeBron, Kobe, and Kerry for the next generation. Just based off that. But Charles Barkley got it right though. The foundation before Mr. Russell and Wilt, you gotta take Bird, Magic, and MJ. They did a hell of a job, my opinion.
Good stuff,
All
So
right.
bro.
Appreciate the call, Nino. Thank you, man.
Salute, bro.
oh yeah. Shout out to Hakeem.
The
I still
dream.
watched it.
In your dream.
I hit the
All
button.
right, fellas.
Good
Thanks, Nick.
stuff from Nino as always. Horizon Vibe says, I've been to China. Kobe is the Michael Jackson of basketball out there. I'm not lying, y'all. I got the Mamba mentality book in Shanghai. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah. I mean,
Oh, by the
we
way,
talk
this would have been Mamba's 47th birthday.
it would have. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought about that, but I was like that one topic I could be a whole show. So I didn't, I was like, that would have gone off the rails. That would have gone
If it
off
was
the
a year ago, it wouldn't have been an issue.
Wow.
Something just started happening in the last year. I don't know why.
Ask Bleacher.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. All right. So, great stuff. Appreciate y'all. Let's go ahead and take it to the final topic. This is
By the way,
one.
final topic, Bruce. I love your mindset on this topic. You got from the comments you left in my video. I loved your comments are legitimately thoughtful on this. Go ahead, bro.
I
Run with it.
appreciate that. Thank you,
Yeah.
man. Thank you. I appreciate it. So, as y'all heard, we are now hearing the rumors that the Warriors are trying to get LeBron James to pair with Steph Curry, I guess, to finish out both of their careers and try to get one more ring, or one more championship. Also, we are also hearing from the reporting that for the past 18 months, the Warriors have made multiple overtures to the Lakers to try and pry LeBron out of Los Angeles. And from the beginning, when I heard that, I actually went back and checked my own channel. And from the beginning, when I heard that, I did a show, or at least I did a show on it. And let me keep it a buck. I'm disgusted by the thought. Absolutely disgusted. And why am I disgusted? LeBron James and Steph Curry have been the two faces of the league for this era. They have been the two biggest rivals in the league for this era. They both are sitting on 4 championship rings in this era. And you know that Golden State, before making any overtures to Los Angeles to try and get LeBron, they had to have gone to Steph Curry to say, is this okay with you? Being that, you know, he's the face of that team and he's the guy, arguably the greatest warrior ever, right? Maybe you say Wilt, maybe you say Rick Barry, but he's arguably the greatest warrior ever. And so he had to have approved it before Golden State goes to try and make this happen. And so my first thought is, if you're Steph Curry, why would you agree to this? Now, when he brought in KD, they said, Steph is the most unselfish superstar, blah, blah, blah. He brings in another guy he knows that is, super elite nuclear weapon type player. Cool. And obviously we know they went to 3 straight finals, right? And they won 2 of them, if I'm not mistaken. 3 straight. I think so. 3 and 4 years with KD, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe 4. But the point is, they won back-to-back finals. KD had back-to-back finals MVPs, cooked up LeBron in the process. Okay, great. Now, if you're Steph, you already know how people talk about you based on bringing KD there. Yeah, you can smack him with a handful of rings, but if you're talking about your legacy and you're talking about how you want to be perceived in the history of the game, that's iffy, right? And then you actually would allow this team to go and try to recruit your biggest rival? Why? If it's me, I'm trying to beat LeBron to 5 championships, not trying to team up with him to get the 5th. If you're LeBron, why would you want to go? Well, we know LeBron he doesn't care about competition at all. I was about to say, why would you want to go team up with your biggest rival? But he doesn't care. So I'm not even going to ask that question. But Sneed, man, what are your thoughts on this? Because as I said, I'm totally disgusted by even the prospect of it happening.
They don't view the scope of their careers the way that you do.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly, it's like a completely different philosophy. They think by them going out every night and playing, they're competing. They think by being in the playoffs and getting to the finals and just being there, that's competition.
Mm-hmm.
They don't look at it like you do, Bruce.
Okay.
Your mentality is competition in the pure form.
Yeah, it really
right? The essence of players on teams, they're trying to get to the same destination as you, the top of the mountain.
Mm-hmm.
This mindset that you're seeing from these guys, staff, whoever, they don't care how they win. They don't care who's on the team. If it makes it easier, if it increases the probability, they're okay with that. They made that very clear in 2016-17 when Kevin Durant went to the Warriors. It made it very clear in 2010 after, like we were just talking about like the Miami Heat, the way that they assembled that team, the process of assembling that team. It's a clear distinction. It's obvious to me. They don't view the world the same way. So I have a problem with, like when people talk about business, they're like, oh, it doesn't matter how you make money as long as you're making it. All I care about is revenues and all. I don't care if you're stealing or you're disingenuous or dishonest, non-transparent, tricking people, trying to get paid. I have a problem with that. See, it's not nice and it's not okay to do bad things except in business. Well, it's kind of like the same way in the NBA. It's, hey, you're trying to win. You're competing, even if it means you're kind of shifting the balance of competition. We have a disconnect in philosophy here, Bruce.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're putting value in the pure form of competition. These guys just think they're just by going out and playing that they're competing.
Okay, I don't expect LeBron to be bothered by this at all. But again, if I'm Steph, like it was one thing with the KD thing, and let me talk about the KD thing for a second, right? So the members know, because I discussed this on my show yesterday on the members only show. By the way, if you want to become a member, go ahead, hit that join button and you'll have access to that content. But anyway, when it comes to the Steph and KD thing, we saw LeBron get credit for the quote-unquote greatest comeback in NBA Finals history, coming back from down 1-3 in the 2016 NBA Finals, right? Okay, cool. Great comeback, and he did play tremendously, excuse me, along with his teammates in that finals run, and they came back and they won. But we got to look at some things right here. We got to look at the nuance that history is going to ignore. We got to look at Draymond Green catching that BS suspension when we know that series is over in 5 if he doesn't. That shifts momentum, right? We know Big Mo is a real thing in sports. That shifts the momentum greatly. We know that Andrew Bogut was protecting the rim, averaging more than 2 blocks per game in that series, and he got injured, went out for the rest of the series, and all of a sudden it's a super highway to the basket, right? And Cleveland starts killing at the rim after that, okay? So we know that the catalyst of the team, he gets suspended, shifts the momentum. We know that the best rim protector on the team gets injured, out for the series. And then we find out later in the summer, Steph Curry was playing on a bum knee the whole time. Now, I get it. Injuries are a part of sports, and it should be a next man up mentality. You got to step up. All that said, and also every championship comes with a bit of luck, so I get that too. However, a bunch of things worked in LeBron and the Cavs' favor for them to make that comeback and win the championship. However, that said, if you're Steph and you know all that, why don't you and your guys strap up, come back the next year and say, nah, y'all got away with one last year. We're going to beat you this time. But no, instead, Steph shows what I call the lack of lower intestinal fortitude, goes along with his guys. They go all the way to the opposite coast, to the Hamptons, to recruit Kevin Durant, and bring the nuclear weapon to Golden State. And again, much like LeBron did with the Heatles, totally and completely destroy the balance of competition in the league and make it so we knew what was going to happen. It wasn't even competition anymore. So very, very disturbed by Steph's mentality on this. Like, they talk about Steph being, the babyface assassin and being a killer and all that. Nah. What he has shown us is clearly that same lack of fire in his gut and that same lack of will to compete. And the fact that he would be remotely okay with his biggest rival coming to his franchise, because they had to clear it with him, is utterly disgusting to me. I can't freaking believe it. I can't believe it. This thing irritates me more than you know, Sneed, and I truly, truly hope it doesn't happen, man.
So I may have a position that a lot of people probably don't share because they probably never even really thought about it. Everybody blames the imbalance of competition in the NBA during the Miami Heat era. Mm-hmm. They all blame LeBron.
As they should.
More of the blame needs to be on Dwayne Wade.
That's a big one too. I talked about that as well.
Yeah, so I'm of the belief that Dwayne Wade was the problem. He okayed. This is the equivalent of Steph to the Warriors as D Wade to the Heat. So what you've done by allowing these things to happen is you have reduced your own greatness, because now the question becomes is what you could have done organically would have been more valuable to your legacy had you done this authentically, as opposed to these kind of arrangements. Like, let's be honest, Bruce, these are arrangements.
Yes.
These are arrangements.
Carmelo said that that LeBron was trying to recruit these guys to team up from the very beginning. From the time they came into the league, LeBron was trying to get to play with all these guys. And I'm like, are you serious? Like, so you never wanted competition from the beginning. Mentally weak. Okay.
I mean, we've all played hoops, and people are picking teams, and you've ever seen the team that's like stacking up the best players, knowing that who can play and whatever. It's disgusting and gross. The lack of willingness to compete. I hear people say it's like generational. So I think once the door got kicked down on these things, the floodgates opened. Now it's kind of like, okay, like we're not done with this.
And so, well, thank goodness that, the new CBA and the aprons and all that make it harder to put these type of teams together. Right. But when it comes to the KD thing, one thing I always say, and I will continue to say it, If LeBron didn't make it okay to make moves like that, KD wouldn't have done that. He wouldn't have. LeBron made it okay for guys to do that. And Edward, I absolutely know what a free agent is, but guess what? LeBron's not a free agent. He's not a free agent. Stop making, we've had this discussion offline, Edward, multiple times, man. Stop making false equivalencies, bro. You want to continue to hold on to a false narrative. I get what free agency is, but go ahead.
Yeah. Specifically with respect to this trade and what it would do to the Warriors roster, you got to make $52.6 million work. That's LeBron's contract. So from a technical standpoint, what do you have on the Warriors that adds up to $52.6 million that doesn't completely disable your roster?
Yeah.
And turns you into a team that's going to rely on two old guys.
Two old guys. Three old
One
guys.
One guy just got
Jimmy Butler.
Well,
Butler,
I'm not
Draymond
sure,
Green.
but hold on, Bruce. We don't know who's going to have to get moved in the trade. But let's assume, because the end game is to have LeBron and Steph. The end game is to have LeBron and Steph together.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the end game. LeBron is shown us that he can't sustain the playoff run. I don't even, it's not even a discussion or an argument. 23, 24, 25. Just go back and watch if you don't know what I'm talking about. Steph pulls his hamstring in game 1 of the Western Conference round 2. These are real conversations about what type of players are winning championships right now.
Right.
SGA is turning 26.
Yeah.
J-Dub is like 25 or 24, whatever.
Yeah,
like it's a young team. The Pacers were not an old team. You know what I'm saying? The teams in the Final Four teams, they're not old teams.
That's a great point.
It's not that you don't need experienced players. Your primary players can't be 40. I don't care who they are. Steph, bro, I'm telling you, people are stuck in the past. We did the show last week talking about we did the show talking about this last week. I put J-Dub as a top player in the West. It doesn't, like, people can't, they don't know how to reconcile it, but it's the truth. Who's in the finals scoring 40 in game 5?
Right.
But they want to, and Steph can have his moments and LeBron can have his moments, but then there's those other moments where they're bad moments.
Yeah.
Because they can't hang. Because that's real life. People stuck in denial. Like, how are we supposed to build a team? It's just physics. Like, I need guys who could perform the same way at the end that they do in the beginning of the game. Why were the Lakers bounced in 5? Because Luka blew his load in the first quarter. And then what's left?
So here's a thought. Here's a question. So what do you call it? The Golden State, they've had to deal with the luxury tax or whatever, right? For a while now. Now, obviously, they made a ton of money, winning multiple championships and deep playoff runs and all that. Do you think that even though they know these guys are old and they probably won't win a chip, that just by virtue of having LeBron and selling all those jerseys and putting all those butts in the seats, selling out every game, probably making a moderate to maybe deep playoff run with him and Steph, is about recouping some of that money that they had to pay out for the luxury tax for the last few years? That just occurred to me. I don't know. This just I don't know. Because remember, we just finished talking about it earlier with Jerry Jones. These guys, these owners and whatnot, they don't always make moves based on competition and winning between the lines. The money is a whole big part of that as well.
I'm not scared of a Warriors team with that's Steph and LeBron.
Agreed.
I think that's an easy route to just winning that round in the playoffs. I'm running those guys off the floor. I mean, Steph's going to be harder to run off the floor, but I can also exploit him defensively. I mean, do you like the best version of Steph is going to be like 38 minutes a game.
Yeah.
If I got him playing 44 minutes a game, he's pulling his hamstring by game 3, game 2, whatever. I'm doing everything I need to get by these guys. It's really not that difficult. Coaches can coach, they can game plan. Like I'm looking at this from the technical standpoint is what the roster of the Warriors looks like with LeBron. That's what I'm saying.
And look at this. This is a great question. I don't know why I didn't even think about it. I guess I was so disgusted by the very thought of it. I didn't even think about it.
I know what it's going to look like, Bruce. It's going to look like this. LeBron's the one delivering the ball to Steph off those screens.
Mm-hmm.
So he's basically Draymond in that situation, but he's going to pull up from 25 feet and take just a random pull-up 3.
So you're going to take Draymond, who's played with Steph for the last 13 years, out of what he does and out of the syncopatical connection that they have. What's Draymond going to do now?
Nothing.
What's he going to do?
Nothing. He has to get traded. He's in this trade. So now defensively, how's your team? So now you're going to have to win games 130 to 128.
Right. Yeah, that's very interesting because we know LeBron is not a guy who can play within that kind of system. That's going to be. This is why none of this works. But again, back to the beginning. Like, if you're Steph, why would you even okay this? These dudes, man.
Yeah, you can't. When you build a team, when you do roster construction, you have things that you need to accomplish. I need players to do this. I need players to do that. I need rebounding. I need defending. Where's my point of attack defense? Can this guy guard the the perimeter? Who's going to be distributing the ball? How's our offense going to look? There's so many technical aspects to this. Like, what would Steve Kerr do to make this work?
I don't think you can.
Do the Warriors defense? If this was to happen.
And then, here's another thought, right? If you manage to keep Jimmy Butler on this, then you got to deal with Jimmy Butler. He's a psycho for dudes who don't work hard. So if LeBron's not defending, then what? You're going to have those dudes bumping chests in the middle of the game. And, Jimmy Butler has no fear of LeBron. So
this doesn't work.
I hope we're just talking about nothing. I hope it is much ado about nothing. But this was something that obviously it's been discussed, it's been reported. So, hey, we had to talk about it.
Yeah, the essence of it, like the whole philosophy of these guys coming together, is disturbing from a competitive standpoint.
Right.
But it's par for the course, though, Bruce. Like, we've been seeing this for a while now, right? And then from like the technical aspect of it, like the trade, making the money work, and then roster construction falls apart.
Right. Yo, let's take Edward. Hold on, man. Stick with us. We got to get my guy Transformer. He's here. Let's get him in here. Let's do it.
Yo.
What up,
Hey, yo. Shout out to my man, Scott Hall. Okay. Hey, yo. First of all, man, good show, guys. I hate that I was not able to be with you guys. I'm still recovering from surgery. From those who don't know, had a little minor surgery this past week. So unable to sit down in my chair like I need to and give you guys a talk. But anyway,
hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well, bro.
Oh man, hey, I appreciate you guys. I definitely appreciate you guys. And I'm gonna get to this real quick. I think we're thinking a little bit too much basketball when it comes to this Steph and Bron situation. This has nothing to do with winning. This has nothing to do with a deep playoff run. This has nothing to do with any of that. This is just for the ratings. This is going to be the highest viewed team in the NBA next season. This will be. It will be the highest watch games, the most sellout tickets, the most. It is going to do so many numbers.
True.
That we're going to spin our heads. To us, we're looking at it too deep in the basketball realm. What does this do if LeBron goes there? Absolutely nothing. It puts them right where they were last year. All you're doing is just swapping Draymond Green with LeBron James, who could shoot a 3-pointer. That's it. That's literally it. Other than that, can they make it past the first round? Give or take what matchup and some luck or injury may fall into it. But are we looking at them in the NBA Finals? Absolutely not. We're not doing that. So to me, this is more first of all, this is not going to happen because one, what are y'all sending us? What are you sending? Because this got to be via trade. It's not a free agent thing. This got to be a trade. What are you trading into the Los Angeles Lakers that's going to pair well with Luka Doncic in the future of the NBA, the future of the LA Lakers? What are you going to do? It's not going to do anything. But what does it do? What does it do for the Warriors? It absolutely draws their numbers through the roof. Adam Silver is going to absolutely love it. He's going to absolutely love it because he has to do nothing but sit back and watch the magic happen. That's what's going to happen if this happened. I don't think it's going to happen because you ain't giving me nothing. I'm speaking for my Lakers. You ain't giving me nothing. But I see we got my brother Ed Dog, man. What's going on, baby?
Man, he wanted to be on the show with you, man.
Oh, man, I love you too, bro. I love you too. Man, you gotta come to Jacksonville, man. Donnell just left a couple of days ago.
But hey, it's gonna be in the works. I'm
Yeah,
just
come
gonna
on.
leave it at that. Hey, yo, I'm not.
Here we go.
No. I was just waiting on to see some sharks and dolphins in my back patio, but instead I see as soon as the top about LeBron comes up, everybody wants to start throwing shade. But anyway, the dude with the cheeseburger named Sean of FYI, sir, LeBron's career mid range is 37. His name's Sean. His mid range game for his career is 37%, and Giannis is 35. So, just
gosh,
throw that out. No, man, no. Hey, I just want to throw that out there. And Bruce,
yes, Edward.
We was talking about. You do know what free agent means, right?
I absolutely know what.
You absolutely positive you know what free agency means. Are you positive? Because
go ahead, Edward. Go ahead, man.
Who's the free agent?
No, because we was talking about Bruce know what I was talking about, but right now, just stick on topic, man. He ain't going nowhere. I can't see this happening. For what? For what they owe, man. Both of them owe. This is not gonna happen. I mean, I remember back in I think after Steph won his fourth ring, he said, "Why would I want to team up with LeBron? I still want to be him." That's Golden State was saying that. Steph is not saying that. This is just all for clicks and views, man.
Okay, I can hear you on that, but the only thing I'm saying is if it's being reported that Golden State had gone to the Lakers to try and get LeBron multiple times over the last
18 months. Yes.
Right? Mm-hmm. There's no way they can do that without Steph saying he's good with it. They can't.
And Steph don't care.
This is the NBA.
Steph never cares.
NFL?
You said what, Bruce?
I said this is the NBA. This is not the NFL. There is no way that they could do that if Steph is not good with it.
Man, nah, man. I mean, now all of a sudden, now he want to change his mind. But when he won his fourth chip, when there was reports already been talking about that, he was saying that, nah, I don't. For what? I still want to be him. You know. And then I think it was a couple years ago, Rich Paul said, "Hell no, you know, we're not trading LeBron. LeBron not getting traded to no Golden State."
That was last year.
Last year, come on, man.
So we believe in what Rich Paul say now?
I wouldn't.
Exactly.
That man is saying the sky's blue, and it's definitely not blue.
Correct.
No, man. That man.
If Rich Paul say your grass is green, it's probably red.
Nah,
or brown. It died.
Exactly. Right. Nah. I don't want it to happen. It's gonna be shade throw more like I said. Nah, man. I pray to the man above. I hope it doesn't happen. Because I don't need to get on here and see you and you, both of y'all, really.
I'm assuming he's pointing at Snead and Bruce.
Of course, I'm talking about.
Oh, okay, got it.
And Snead, he's from Cleveland, but I get it though. You know what I'm saying? But
what does that got to do with anything?
Not a clue.
Nah, man. Nah, I don't want to hear no more. This is enough, man. My guy can't even enjoy family time, getting tatted with his kids and his wife, and working on his golf swing. We having this discussion.
Why you feel you have to defend this dude so much?
Man, why you got to defend your dream?
Are you on the payroll?
Why you got to defend? Hey,
if he on the payroll, I am pissed.
Hey,
I am pissed.
Why you got to be pissed, bro? Hey, why you got to be pissed if I am on the payroll, man? You good? You know what I'm saying?
You ain't giving that's why.
Boy, exactly, Bruce. Thank you.
Yo,
I haven't received a dime.
Oh no, man. Hey, no. Hey,
no.
man. Hey,
You
if I
know?
did, man, everybody eats. You know what I mean?
Everybody,
Everybody eats
Everybody
B.
eats if I was, B. Everybody eats when I was, bro.
no doubt,
But
man.
but anyway, man, like I just don't. It's nothing, man. It's just, man, we about to get ready to start the the NFL season is coming
Praise
up.
Yes.
Jesus. Praise
Yep.
God.
You know what I'm
Whoever
saying?
you
We're gonna have
believe
some
in, praise Him.
things.
And
We got
college.
in college, man. College,
And
I like college basketball more than football, but that's just my thing. You know what I'm saying? But it's nah, man. I don't want to see it happen. I absolutely do not want to see that happen. I mean, we shouldn't even be really just be discussing this.
Hey, it's
Really,
a topic, man. It's a good
I know.
topic.
I feel it was a. It's a what?
It was a good topic to
It was a
discuss.
good
Yes.
man.
Yes.
Cap.
don't skip arm day, bro. Don't do it.
Nah, don't skip arm day. Don't skip leg day. You can't be looking like a Dorito around here. You know what I mean?
Wow.
My brother Transformer knows that.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All
Man,
right,
how you
Edward,
doing
man.
though,
Johnny
man?
Bravo.
Man, no Johnny
Let's
Bravo,
roll,
baby.
man. Gotta
Man,
let
no
you get
Johnny
out of here,
Bravo.
Edward.
Man, I'm gonna let y'all go, man. Love
All
y'all,
right, brother.
man.
All right,
Water.
Ed, love,
Appreciate
bro.
the call, man. All right, let's get Sean on here. Transformer, stick around, man. Sean, what you got?
Sean,
Brother?
what up?
What up, man?
First of all, hey, Sean, I remember you. All right. Bruce just
He's been
was
on
going.
before.
He was on a sabbatical. He was on
Yeah.
a little bit sabbatical for a while. But Sean, hey, Bruce, Sean is the yin yang to young disciple. All right. We
Yeah.
got one person on one end of the spectrum, then
Yeah.
Sean's on the total opposite end of that
Yeah.
spectrum. Sean, welcome to the show, bro. What's going on?
Man, what's up, Transformer? I'm glad your health is doing good, man.
Hey, I'm getting better, brother.
I actually agree with this move, man. Hey, if I don't care if he's going to the Warriors, the Mavericks. Hey, I want him gone, man. I'm sorry, man. Hey, I'm sorry. I'm that type of fan, man. I'm a pure Laker fan. I want the plague to be gone.
Hey, Sean, do you believe that no matter which team he goes to, they ain't winning it?
That's the good part, man.
That's
It
kind
will
of what I
show
was
you that
thinking that you were
it
alluding
will
to, is
show
that
you
you
that
believe
Steph
that they're
Curry.
not winning it with him regardless.
It will show you that Steph Curry just like, man, I can't believe I fall through the hype in my last year as playing the best basketball I could play. And I'm with a guy who has been a pretender for the past 20 years. And that's a beautiful ending. That's a beautiful sight. I will actually watch that game and I could just rewind it every single time.
I
Shoot,
like
man,
you,
it'd be better than Comedy Central. What do you want me to say? You want me to say like, hey man, Steph Curry. I mean, I love Steph Curry. But I gotta be honest, man. You have been this road with KD. I gave him a pass because when LeBron did with Miami. But since you want to do it again, except you want to get a 40-year-old Santa Claus age LeBron, I might as well. I mean, shoot. You know what I mean? You're close to 38. He's 41. You guys equal out. So might as well have that one last year playing as the quintessential players of your era, and then get out.
But like Transformer said, it's not about winning at that point.
It's not.
Hey man, it's all about business. You know what I mean? The same way they have been wasting years of AD while he was getting that scoring record. Hey, the Warriors gonna waste years off of business because they just want a spectacle for their stadium. So what does that make any difference? I don't know how they're gonna be able to make a good bench out of this. And I don't even know that Steve Curry is gonna have that respect with LeBron being that team because they're gonna be forced to play his system
Mm-hmm.
more than playing theirs. Like, Steve Kerr has an obsession with small ball, while while LeBron is obsessed with being the facilitator, the floor general, this, that, and the third, and it's not gonna mesh well. But if they're gonna allow it, hey, do what you have to do. I just want my team to be back to being the Lakers again.
Where
That's all it is.
are the players lining up to play for Golden State? When has that happened? Like where?
Hey man, I mean,
It's a good point.
I don't know, and I don't care. I just want him out of here, my Lakers, man.
Well, I'm
That
just
is
saying to extend the discussion is where has been the long line of people waiting to play in Golden State?
All right, not many players wants to play Golden State, or they wanted to play. They
Or
could
any.
play Golden. They could play Golden State, but if during the time when him and KD was like popping, the Warriors stayed winning for the past 4 years. That's when probably the time in the window that people wanted to go to Golden State. But right now, no. Golden State it has have a mixed reputation because Steve Kerr forcing players of playing this small ball system and also how how players are burning bridges from him, and he got petty with them by just saying, "Hey, I'm going to do is to ruin your value of as a player by benching you," just like the way he did with Johnny Kaminga. And the Warriors lost their good center to the Pelicans because Kerr did not want to play him in that much. They was like, "Hey, I value so much small ball,
Yup.
which I don't know why he's so obsessed with this system of small ball. You need a balance. You really need a
Because
balance
he won
with
that way.
big men.
Because he
We
won.
got four
way.
titles that way.
Yeah, it's hard to change,
I mean, I
Like,
get it, but man, this is 2025. This
I
is
hear
not
you.
2014,
I hear
15,
you.
16,
Well,
17,
well. So
18. This is
the essence of winning basketball games in the NBA, it takes the same things to win. Like nobody's doing anything unusual. It's typically the players you have. Like if you have certain players,
Mm-hmm.
I can exploit this one thing better than if I had somebody else. So for example, when you had Clay in his healthy prime, you had a legitimate point of attack defender, and then you had one of the most prolific three-point shooters ever.
Mm-hmm.
A guy who
yeah,
could
Clay.
score 60 plus points in 3 quarters.
Off 3 dribbles.
Yeah, but this is my point. Like, it takes
Yes.
flexibility to get to the things. Now, at the same time, they had the defenders. They had Bogut, they had Iguodala, they had Livingston. The team was constructed to do everything excellent. And then, of course, bombs away from the 2 most prolific three-point shooters of the last 20 years. Maybe of the game's history. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm about to say. I would say definitely say all time. I mean,
It was like a
that was
unique
probably
combination.
best all
Yeah,
time.
so he was afforded so much flexibility where he could do certain things wrong and it didn't matter. Like Kerr maybe wasn't the greatest coach, but had one of the best collections of talent.
There you go. But Sean, we got to leave it right there, man. We got some more people waiting to get in. I appreciate the call as always. Thank you, brother.
Thanks, bro.
No problem.
Bruce, what up?
Man, what's going on, man?
Bruce.
Hey.
First of all, I'm gonna kick it off like this, man. How my man Transformer feeling today, man?
I'm feeling better, man. Medicated, rested, recovering, bro.
And I want to say this first of all, Bruce. You said it's a shame on you, Bruce. How you going to blame? First of all, you blaming LeBron. You blame LeBron for making his decision to go to Golden State. I'm not going to make this little LeBron discussion about that, but I
But you
heard you
started
mention
it that way. This is
it's
what
good,
I
man. How you going? How you going to point blame on LeBron for that move, bro? KD is own man, man. Like, how can you point that blame, Bruce? How?
Bruce, he gave you the justification. He said he felt emboldened, like it was okay to do it.
That man get the blame for everything, man. But
So are you implying that KD wouldn't have did it if LeBron never did it?
Man, I'm gonna be objective on this though. I agree with Bruce though. With the NBA is a damn clown show. Starting the WWE, it's all about money, business, and LeBron going up Golden State. It just is whack, bro. Just let it go. I think it's corny. You know what I'm saying? And for Steph to sign off on this is just completely, it's completely whack, bro. Like that's one thing I do miss about the '90s guys, mentality of the guys of the past. They wanted to destroy each other, bro. And
Yeah.
now everybody, this is LeBron. I can't believe I'm hearing it. It's possibly going to happen. Right now, everything is business moves with LeBron. He's just trying to, he getting to the bread right now.
You know what though, Bruce? Real talk, man. This is surprising. I don't blame LeBron for this at all because we know what and who he is. Steph, sad, man. Sad.
Yeah. Hey, everybody trying to feed their family. Everybody coming down the pike.
I don't think Steph's family is eating fish sticks and ramen, bro. I think they're all right, bro.
maybe. But hey, look? But is it a bad thing? Guys want to play with each other though. Like, I mean, what's the big deal?
That's what you have the All-Star
I
games.
know. Yeah, true. They play hard at the All-Star game, but like, this is crazy, man. I just can't believe I'm hearing this bull crap, man. God damn, you got Luka already, man. Like, what's going on? He just went out of LA. He feel like he's entitled, and
Bruce,
he feel like.
Can I push back, Bruce? Can I push back on something you said? You said,
what's up?
Players wanting to play with each other. Then can we just go ahead and admit that we can't talk about how great the competition is in this era? We can't talk about how tough the task is to win when you got to play all these other great Hall of Fame players. Can we just admit that that's disingenuous and not accurate then? If all of the Hall of Fame players are on your team, then what the hell are you doing that's so special?
You can say the same about the great Laker team, the great Celtics teams. Then,
yeah, but
nobody
was putting on a show saying that everybody else that was doing it before wasn't good, and they're all plumbers. Now all of a sudden, everybody's talking about how like nobody was doing anything worth a damn until now, but everybody wants to be buddies and play on the same team. What's so great about that?
So this is about LeBron disrespecting the past. He's not having the same respect.
No. This is about the narratives that are said about from fans talking about the game is so great and the players are so great, but they all want to play with each other. So we'll never know how great they are actually.
Not necessarily. Well, let me see. Yeah. We all want to play with each other.
If it's about playing with each other instead of playing against each other, we're not getting the best version of these players.
You don't think so?
No.
Thank you, Horizon Vibes. Thank you. Jeez, I've been trying to explain this for
the best thing about the game is the fierce.
Who the hell did Bill Russell have? He could recruit.
It wasn't. We had 10 teams back then.
On that team, I think at one point it was 7 Hall of Famers on that.
Yeah, like Bill Russell didn't have to recruit no damn body.
But I wasn't speaking to. I didn't say anything about Bill Russell per se. Right. I'm just talking about when people start to downplay any era other than this one. That just everything falls apart is what I'm saying. Is when people say things like,
"Oh my,
this era is the best," but we're not even getting the best version of these players. They're selling us short of the competition we wanted.
Well, can't necessarily say that. Probably during the regular season, but the playoff, you can't say that they don't be balling. I mean, maybe not as much regular season. Postseason, the NBA gets really, really good, bro. I mean, admit that.
Sure,
especially this postseason, really, really good. It was a lot of 90s style basketball being played in these playoffs, bro. Especially those first couple rounds of that Detroit New York series. It was really good ball being played, bro. If you watch the game, regular season they be slow motion. Yeah, they be coasted. Regular season, most teams. But don't act like the playoffs wasn't thick this year, Sneed.
No, they were fantastic. I watched every minute of
it. Right, that's what I'm saying. You talking about as a whole? Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, but who was in the finals?
Every night.
But who was in the finals?
Every night. But every night the game ain't like it was back then. But yeah, you can't say the game is not, But falls like the LeBron thing, I think it's a joke. Ain't nothing but a big circus. Ringling Brothers, a damn reality TV show. LeBron, you going out how you going out. I just wish he took a more of a Tim Duncan approach, just disappear. You know what I mean? But everybody ain't like Tim, so.
All
right, man, your boy. You say what, Transformer?
Say pause, but he too big to disappear.
Whoa.
Yeah, you got to put pause before
Hey,
that,
man,
bro.
look,
Yeah.
before I get off, I want to say something real quick. I'm gonna be 1 second. You were saying something, but never mind, man. Yeah, man, y'all boys have a good Sunday, man.
Thanks,
All
bro.
right, man. Have a good one. Appreciate it.
You too.
All right. That's Bruce. Here we go. Nino.
Transformer crazy. What's up, guys? Transformer.
Yeah.
The only problem I got with it is I think if Bron was the guy who y'all think this is, especially this move make him, y'all do know Bron could have did something and had everybody really complaining. Like he could have not signed that deal and went to maybe Thunder, maybe the Rockets with Kevin Durant. I mean, he could have did some shiesty
Yeah, but
business
you know,
now.
nobody cares where LeBron goes at this point of his career.
You sound like y'all do. I don't.
No
I don't
way.
think him going to play with Kerry is gonna be. I don't see that as an automatic win.
Listen,
No,
I'm of the
that's not
belief
the
that
point.
there's nothing that Bron could do now that's going to change his legacy.
No, no, no. Unless he do something we ain't. He got to play it. I don't. Yeah, I don't agree with that.
But
Unless
I've
Nino,
he
seen the
do
playoffs the
something
last
that's
3 seasons.
unbelievable. Yeah, but these guys, we looking at it from we looking at it from that standpoint. They probably looking at it from they trying to compete to win. If Steph Curry and Bron team up on the same team and they just keep the team they got, are they favorites over the OKC Thunder and the Houston
That's not how it
Rockets?
works. They're going to have to give up $52.6 million in players.
That's what I know that. I know how
but
it works.
so Nino, for me, I'm just gonna speak for me. It's not about them winning a championship. It's about the very principle of playing with your biggest rival. That's what it is.
Them dudes is 40, Bruce. Who gives a crap?
No, that's
Nobody gives a crap but the folks who just care about you guys care too deeply about
No.
guys in their 40s. Snead has been trying to tell us all along that we need to move on, right? We need to move on, right? So in the sense of moving on, let them boys team up so they can get to retirement. Don't nobody care. Don't nobody see them winning. We don't see nobody. We don't see them gunning for a title. We don't see none of that. This is going to be a big publicity rating because guess what? In 2024, it was 22.7 million viewers. That was the highly most viewed Olympic game in the finals since 1992, which was led by who? Steph Curry and LeBron James.
92.
That's the highest viewed freaking finals game, bro. Like the NBA knows what they're doing when they want to put these two together. Will this happen? No, because I don't think the Warriors have enough to send us.
Yeah,
Again, you got to make me and Mark happy. If me and Mark ain't happy with what you're sending me, then I'm not gonna sign off on it. Me and Mark need to be happy with what you're sending me. But this is not
Mark, bro.
Yeah, man, it's me and Mark, bro. You didn't know that? Absolutely. Absolutely. This is a swan song for LeBron James and Steph Curry. And the fact that we're looking so deeply into the twilight years of these guys' career, it's just a little absurd because does this change anybody's legacy? Absolutely not. It doesn't change nobody's legacy.
Okay, let me ask you real quick. I'm a Celtic, you're a Laker. You know where this is going. Do you think no matter how long they played in the league, Magic and Bird could have ever teamed up and we'd have been okay with it?
If you was to tell me Larry Bird was 41 and Magic was 39 and they played on rival teams with legacy, that's a different conversation, Bruce.
Hold on, bro.
That's a league rivalry. That's not a player rivalry.
But let's talk era culture. How Magic came in the league, how Larry came in the league.
Yeah, that's
they
different.
came in with like Bruce. You're talking about some real business.
Deep. Yeah, that's deep culture. That was
LeBron's not
from college.
LeBron and Steph have already done enough in their careers that tell you that this ain't that.
And then they played together and people loved it, right? Like you didn't see that from Larry and Magic like that.
What if what if Magic would have got Larry when the Bulls like 91 when Kareem left?
No.
We would I'm saying y'all would have loved to see that.
No.
That would have been good for
No.
basketball.
Never. No.
Listen, the
Only time
Bulls
it was
was
okay
favored
for them
every
guys to
year.
be together was on the Dream Team. It was okay then. Other
But
than
we
that, no.
But Bruce, you always talking about competition and the highlights. Let's keep it real
The
about
highlights would
them
be
for a
crazy.
second.
Okay.
When the Heat, you still had the Spurs that was just as good as the Heat. You still had OKC that was just as good as the Heat. I wouldn't say nobody in the East, but maybe Boston. I go back and watch them Bulls game. To me, it wasn't nobody really close to the Bulls except for okay. The Rockets would if you give Hakeem,
Mm-hmm.
I ain't even gonna say Clyde because y'all like Clyde. I respect. I see what y'all put down. I just don't see it.
Okay, that's
If you
fair.
get Hakeem,
Yes.
So Clyde
not Charles
Drexler isn't as good as Michael Jordan. Now we got to poo-poo him.
No. I'm not
You got
saying
poo
that.
poo everybody then.
I'm not saying that. But I thought
99% of the league.
when I thought y'all was talking about Clyde,
Yeah.
I thought y'all was saying that like MJ and Kareem. Like when I went to watch Dream, I said, okay, I see what I see. When I see Clyde, I'm like, oh, I don't know. This might be some James Harden. But listen to me.
You
If
gotta
you
watch
gave
David Clyde,
Kareem,
though.
who would you give Kareem to want to see him face the Bulls? Would you have gave him anybody? Not John Stockton either. Reggie Miller, maybe? And Kareem? You
You mean
see how
Hakeem?
much more that's not tipping the balance. That's to me, that's even scales. Steph Curry and Bron, I don't even think it's even. I think they just like Transformers said. They go out there have fun, put on the show for the people,
Look,
shoot
I hear
threes.
you. I don't even like the thought of it being that these guys competed so hard against each other for
You
so
too
many
old,
years.
Steve. You too old.
Only for
I
4 years, bro. It wasn't even that long.
Yeah, but in the finals, true indeed. But look, Magic and Bird only played each other in the finals 3 times, right?
But you know, you're thinking about a rivalry that started since college. They played collegiately against each other.
True.
Boston and Lakers already hate each other, so
Yeah,
that's the
Boston
perfect
Lakers.
team
You
for them
can't
two to
do
go
that.
to. So
Yeah.
yes, that rivalry that rivalry is uncomparable to any other rivalry in the history of the basketball league. It's not
Bron and Paul
comparable.
Pierce hate each other more than Bron and Steph. That's real
Honor.
rivalry.
Maybe
Bron and Paul
maybe
Pierce.
the ferocity of the Steph LeBron rivalry would have been more intense
KD
if
didn't go.
LeBron would have won 1 or 2 more championships off of the Warriors.
Mm.
Like if he would have won
I see that.
15 and 16 or like 16 and 17 as opposed to just having 16 and then playing them 4 times. Like maybe that would have carried more legitimacy with LeBron and he would be like,
if you're LeBron, shouldn't you hate them more then because they beat you 3 times and you only got 1? See, this is what I don't understand.
But I'm trying to look at it from the standpoint like if things would have played out differently, maybe LeBron would look at it differently. Maybe he just conceded, saying internalizing the losing. Maybe he just conceded that they were just better.
Okay.
But
Well, he was just like, "Oh, you fucked it up. You didn't run it back like you should have ran it back.
Agreed.
You should have ran it back."
I'm with you, Transformer. I don't know if you heard me say that earlier, but I'm with you.
I'm with Transformer. But Bron beating Steph in the regular season, right? That ain't gonna do nothing for us. Them guys, listen, I'm with Sneed. Them guys not at the top, Bruce. You got OKC, you got I think the Houston Rockets. Think about what the Houston Rockets did. They added KD and just in place for Jalen The Steph Curry and LeBron James is not them. They teams is not that. They not in the tops. Luca, y'all boy
Steph
Luca,
can't
y'all
carry
like
LeBron, and
Luca.
LeBron can't carry Steph. This is just
No,
not a
I don't.
conversation.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I just don't want to see it. I'm just saying.
To me now, I think Bron could take that pay cut somewhere and had y'all really talking about it, but I ain't gonna start.
By the way, LeBron has
he could
to
have took the pay cut here.
LeBron has to pay for like a $50 million mansion in LA that he's building.
Yeah. I thought it was 100.
Throw that out there.
I can't.
Is it 100?
Yeah,
Whatever.
I think it's 100 million.
Yeah, you
I can't tell a man leave 40 million on the board.
I mean, for people to think it's not about money, I mean, 100% it is why he agreed to this, the player option.
But did y'all hear that if Bron took the pay cut for the Lakers this year, the money still wouldn't came off the next year? How did that work? They saying that even if Bron signed the contract to
Mm-hmm.
take like $5 million with the Lakers wouldn't have it. They saying that this is the best route for the Lakers because after this year, all his money actually come off the books. I don't know how the
Well,
NBA
they're
contract
planning
works.
for life with Luca, which is
Yeah.
everything they're doing is for next year, the year after.
So meaning they're not postponing any contractual money to LeBron James.
Mm.
So like not Greg Odom, Lamar Odom, not Lamar Odom. The Jesus Christ, Luol Deng. Yeah. So you remember how we cut that up and we kind of cut it up into so many years. So we paid him outright.
Well, dang, for years.
Like 8 years or something like
Yeah.
that. So in this sense, since LeBron opted in, that 52.6 million, that's outright. That means he's cashed out. We owe him nothing after the year 2025.
You want to hear what's worse than Luol Deng's contract?
Moskov?
There was a time where there were
Moskov.
4 coaches being paid by the Lakers.
Wow. Oh yeah, what was it?
Byron Scott, Luke Walton, D'Antoni, and Mike Brown. All were getting paid at the same time.
Yeah.
During 1 year, and there was only one coach of the Lakers. It was, I think, Walton. The other 3 guys were getting paid at the same time.
Kobe was running them. They was running them motherfuckers hell, man. He was giving them hell.
Oh my god,
Hey,
yeah, that's crazy.
But I'm gonna let y'all go. I just want to say, Bruce, you gotta get with the times, man. Nobody, listen. This is not Steelers Ravens. This is not Kobe and versus the Celtics.
Mm-hmm.
Them guys, that's a little different. You gotta get this. Not Jordan Isaiah. This not Jordan Isaiah.
Right.
Listen. But hey,
That would have been a better
good
comparison if you would say something like that. Like if they got older and Isaiah was to play with. No,
and you know that would never happen.
No,
yeah, they hated each other personally. They didn't like each other for real.
Exactly.
At least Steph and Brian like each other. That's crazy. Yeah, my bad. Proceed.
No, Nino, I'm not saying that you're wrong. I can't wire my brain to think that way. Knowing what I've seen from these guys for the last, 10 years, 10, 12 years, these guys are arguably the faces of their era. And like I was saying earlier, if it's me and I'm Steph, I'm trying to find some way to beat LeBron to that 5th ring. Because when it's all said and done, I want to be able to have the argument that this wasn't actually LeBron's era, that it was mine. That's what I would be trying to do. But
people will have to go deeper and look at the finals MVPs and be like, well, how many times did you lead that team?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So like, yeah, because the 4 and 4
get the 4 finals MVPs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like, because to me, Steph Curry has warranted 2. I'll give him 2.
Mm-hmm.
That first one, Iguodala, I get it.
Right.
I mean, he guarded LeBron, but somehow LeBron damn near still average triple. I get it. Right? We're not going that far, but I would have gave Steph Curry that MVP, and then the last MVP with the last run he did in 2022. Right. But the other 2, you wasn't the man. That was Kevin Durant. That was holding up the hand in LeBron's face at the top of the key.
Yes, but that doesn't mean that Steph didn't lead those teams. If you get what I'm saying, but I
didn't. Yeah, I mean, like be the man. Like LeBron, I was the man on 4 of the championships I won. Steph, you went to go get a guy to be the man. To get 2 more championships, you could have just ran it back. So I think LeBron will always hold the upper hand on that.
These things.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, we
clearly don't because they let this all happen. They don't care.
Yeah,
agreed. That's tough, man.
It's gonna be big, man. If was a 5th, we'll all be drunk. But if this was to happen,
was waiting for that one, Transformer.
All right, listen. Fantastic topic, y'all. But I want to do one more thing. All right, this is something I've been thinking about.
Mama Day,
bonus.
No,
go for it, man. Go for it. We can do that other thing later. Go for it.
No, man, no, you read it, man. But happy Mamba Day to everybody. Snee, who's top 5?
Mamba, because he spits the hot fire, man.
He spits that hot fire. Happy Mamba Day, yo. 824. Kobe Bean, man, we miss you, baby. We miss you, bro.
Yo, can
We
we,
sure
are we
enough
gonna
do.
show the skit from Chappelle's show, bro?
Oh,
Where he throws-
Yo, was he choking out Wyclef on the mixing board in the studio?
Bro, I'm talking about the Kobe thing, bro. Remember the thing?
the
Kobe.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Trying
All
to
right,
stay
Bruce, man, go ahead, my
monetized,
bad,
bro.
my
Trying
bad.
to stay monetized.
Try to stay monetized, man.
Oh man. No, I was actually gonna say I thought about this and I listened to the Odd Couple and they do a segment called Last Call where they let somebody, get in who wanted a chance to get in earlier. So I was gonna say, we could take I want to take 3 calls, 3 minutes each, and let people get on and say whatever it was that they wanted to say that they didn't get a chance to say during the show. Because I really I appreciate all of these callers, viewers, listeners so much. And I know that sometimes people want to get in, don't get that opportunity. So y'all got the link. It's pinned at the top of the chat. We're going to take 3. We're going to take 3. You got 3 minutes to say whatever it is you got to say. Let's go.
Well, thank you. I just called in. Just want to say Kobe is the best of all time. Top 5 is Kobe, Mamba, Vino, 24, and Bean.
Wow.
That is it. That is it. Like anybody else, Michael Jordan, LeBron James, I think is his name. They come after that. Hakeem, your dream. He's not my dream. Kobe's the dream.
He's your nightmare.
He's the
Oh, my
dream.
goodness.
He's actually is a nightmare to most of you. But look here, guys.
For real.
Kobe is top 5. But that's my 3 minutes. Thank you guys for
Yo.
having me.
I'm
Yo,
glad I don't have to see that.
Transformer sounds like Bob from marketing, bro.
Oh my goodness.
So that was Cat that called in, Steve.
Wow.
Oh my God. Kobe is top 5. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was terrible. Oh my goodness.
For sure. Kobe's top 5 for sure.
Wow. Yeah, that was, I don't know what's wrong with that, man. And do need some help.
Yo, Cat. Wait, was he? Ain't he from Jersey?
Is he?
Yes,
I think he's from Jersey.
yes he is. What?
I don't know. You made that face, bro.
Yeah, no, it's disgusting.
Yeah, yes, he is. God damn it. Yes,
I'm
he
not
is.
from Jersey. I'm just fucking-
Oh, okay.
Right.
He from Jersey, you heard?
Yeah.
He's supposed to be talking like that. You heard?
Right.
That man over there, like, for sure.
Bro, I've been to Jersey, bro. I went to Newark.
Yeah, I spent so much time in Newark as a kid.
Bro, it
Yeah.
smells bad over there, bro.
Yeah.
It smells bad. I remember that. Like I was on the
Uh-oh.
freeway trying to get to the airport, and I'm like, yo,
because it's when you get the exit for Newark is exit 15W. It smells bad because there's mad factories and smokestacks and whatnot. That's what it was. I used to see that all the time when we used to ride up there when I was a kid. Yeah.
I only ever been to a gentleman's club in Jersey, so I don't have much to say.
Uh-huh.
why do they call it that, bro? Why do they call it? It's crazy.
Just gentleman's club, man. Just
Gentleman's
gentleman's club in Jersey, man.
Oh my gosh. Of all the
called
things
circus. Is that what it was called?
Well, I'm not going to say the other thing.
Right. Yes, please don't. Please don't.
I'm already hurting over here laughing.
Oh man. That's like when I was trying to recover, still trying to recover. I'm almost there, but I'm watching the show and y'all got me laughing and I'm freaking hacking up a lung. Oh my god.
We had some
was
moments. We had some moments on here.
Yes, you did.
See,
Yes,
I don't
you
know what we said. It was something we said 2 weeks ago, but Bruce was in the background doing all of the stuff. So you can see his photo his video in the bottom left corner on our screen, guys, not you guys that's viewing. But man, Sneeze said something and I rebutted it. Bruce was laughing so hard. This man knocked over the microphone. There was a bottle of water that he couldn't catch. I was like, yo, we gotta chill. Bruce is about to die.
Bro, sometimes I feel like a couple of be trying to be funny, and sometimes I think it just happened.
It just be happening, bro.
Yeah.
Like the Elvis joint, that joint was just happening.
Oh my goodness.
The Elvis one was happening. He said, I'm the format's Elvis. He's I'm Cleveland's Elvis. I was like, yo, what?
Oh my goodness.
He said it with such strong demeanor, too. Like, yeah, man, they call me Elvis, bro. Like, wait, what?
If I ain't selling it, bro, you ain't buying it.
Don't be cruel, Sneed. Don't be cruel.
Oh boy.
Turn to
Oh
sender.
my goodness. Yeah, yo,
What's
yo,
crazy
wow.
is that I saw it immediately. As soon as he said it, I'm like, damn, man, that is a good one. That is a very good one, Sneed.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, so wait a minute, real quick. We got people want to call in talking about, well, I missed the show, so I'm just catching up, giving all these comments. People want to talk about everything. Oh, I'm just one more second. Let me da.
You know what you got to do, right?
You give them the time.
You know what you got to do.
What I got to do, man?
You got to mention him, man. God damn it. You got to mention him.
That's who.
You got to mention him. That's the only way you're going to get
He
somebody to
who
call
shall
him.
not must
Isn't that
be.
crazy? Isn't that crazy?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you do it, man.
Sneed, are you
I mean,
calling?
you saw the volume of calls.
Yeah. It was backed up down here. We needed a traffic cop. Yeah.
Sneed, oh, you know what? He's calling my phone. Are you still forwarded to me? Steve is calling me.
Oh, that might be why the calls weren't going through earlier.
You gotta like
why is
undo
Steve
it.
calling me?
I gotta unforward.
What is it? Is it *7 something?
Nah, I gotta unforward it.
Program.
I bet
yeah.
Steve. I was like,
Yeah,
wait, why is Steve calling
Hey,
me?
Steve, man, can you click the link, man? Hold on. All right, let me.
This is your chance, bro. You get to do the little thing where
click the link, Steve, and then you come in here and flip your hair and all that, man. Yeah, you could do your Trevor Lawrence and
yo deep fake, bro. It's a wig.
Really?
Nah.
Oh,
I don't think Steve would do that.
I was like, huh? That's crazy.
Well, you remember where he who shall not be named. Remember when he got his head bumped and like the thing rolled down when he got fouled?
Yes.
And his thing kind of rolled a little bit. You know?
There he is.
Hello? Oh, okay. Oh, he's on the thing. All right.
Yeah.
Is it working? We good?
Yeah. I'm sitting here trying to turn off the call forwarding.
I'm over here like, why is Steve calling my phone in the middle of the show?
Right. There we go.
Steve, what up?
16 Chapel, what up?
You know, he has to do his camera reveal. Wait for it to pop in. It's gonna be like a smooth Justin Timberlake type entrance.
Wow.
Cry me a river, man.
Ayo.
There you what?
Dude, he's got to set his permissions. You gotta
Hey,
accept
yo.
the permissions.
What are we doing?
But he's been on here before, so he should have.
That's what. But every time, hold up, wait a minute, stop the presses, spinny wheel.
You see a spinning wheel? I don't see that over here.
Nope, it's gone.
Okay, I'm over here like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, like,
Bro, kick him out. Tell him that
Yeah, Steve. I'm gonna kick you out and then you come back in. All right, do it again, Steve. I don't know what's going on.
Yo, Transformer, your thoughts on Arm Day?
Thoughts on Arm Day?
Yeah.
Don't forget Leg Day. That's my exact thoughts. While you're over there focusing on your biceps, you're focusing on your triceps. Don't forget you got legs that are bigger than all the muscles
about your quadriceps.
Don't forget about your hamstrings, your calves, right? Don't forget about your gluteus maximus and medius. Pause for those who are just thinking about it too deeply. Don't forget your lower body. Right? But no, Arm Day twice a week, man.
Yo, what up?
There goes the camera reveal.
Hey,
I think I screwed something up because I was just getting out of the car. So I had my headset in. I don't think it was linking or the Bluetooth or something. I don't know.
Oh, he's doing a house tour.
Fellas?
Show us the bedroom. There you go.
Nope, don't show us the bedroom.
MTV Cribs.
No, I mean, I'm in my office. I'm not going to my bed. I ain't showing you all that, cat. You heard me? I heard you call.
For sure.
Just say no to cat.
Wow.
Hey, yo, listen. I just
See,
want
Horizon
to call.
Vibes gets it. Go ahead.
I just want to call one
Yes, sir.
because, listen, I agree with a lot of the conversation with the Steph LeBron thing. Like, I get what you're saying, Bruce, but it's not the same caliber. It doesn't have the same impact as if like Bird and Magic played together. I do agree with that, though. I see what you're saying. it just shows this new era. It just like puts an exclamation point on this new era as far as these guys want to play with each other. Pause. But it's just, I personally, because I agree with you, Bruce, like I like the mindset of old. So it doesn't look right, but at the same time, I think we're seeing the league right now. It's like, dude, they're trying to squeeze every penny they can.
Agreed.
And it's like this is where I'll agree with Twizzler and Snead. Like, this is publicity, man. If they can get these two to play together on the same team, like, this is going to drive ratings.
I was about
There's
to
going to
say,
be a hype machine around it. Although I don't think from a competitive aspect, it's not going to amount to anything.
a lot of money can be made there. Absolutely.
But
so much.
Listen, the only thing that mattered out west that's going to make an impact is that KD went to Houston. Now, this isn't me twerking. I'm just saying,
I agree.
From a competitive edge, one of these guys that are getting older, the only one that really could make a competitive impact is KD to Houston. If LeBron goes to Golden State, what is Golden State going to have to give up? It's not going to be, I think Snead was talking about, they're going to give up 130, 140 points a game. Because whatever they're going to have to give up, it's not going to benefit them in a competitive way. But from a market standpoint, like we talk about the WNBA and how the market, like that's where the competition is revenue, ratings, and money from that end.
Yeah,
you're right.
Is that a dryer jingle again? What is that?
No, I don't know what that is.
Sound like
What's
Harry
happening?
Potter or some shit.
Yeah, the music.
Oh, snap. You know what? That's my hey, TV.
Twizzler out here listening to Harry Potter.
That is Harry Potter. They were playing Hogwarts Legacy.
Wow.
Wow.
I started hearing it too. I'm like, wait a minute. What is that noise? Hold on,
I heard
guys.
a
Hold on.
jingle. I thought it was somebody's dryer going off again.
No, that was me earlier.
But yeah, I had a late night last night, so I caught like middle of the Magic Bird MJ context. What was the full context on that? Because I caught it late.
It was Charles Barkley saying that those are the only three transcendent players in NBA history. So we were having to talk about how we feel about that.
I mean,
Do we agree? Are there any others that could be added to that transcendent list? I say Kobe and Steph.
Yeah, I think you can add people to that. I don't even, I'm not a LeBron guy, but from a fanfare perspective, I don't know if he really like transcended the game like a lot of those other guys did, but his fanfare was transcendent. Like for 20 years, the guy was one of the faces of the league, if not the face of the league for a good bit of time. So I think you'd almost have to give LeBron that. I mean, to say it's only those three, I get it. Chuck is Chuck, but I think you could expand that list to probably like 8 guys, 10 guys potentially. Now there's a hierarchy, obviously, but you'd have to put a couple other names in there. But yeah, I just saw the topic. I wanted to comment in on it because I didn't understand the full context. But the only thing, I'm not trying to move the goalpost, Bruce, but we got 7 days, brother.
Praise
we got
God.
7 days. We got
Hallelujah.
we got a taste yesterday. I was watching that game in Dublin.
Pause.
Yeah,
I agree.
I did. Well, yeah, definitely pause. My bad. But we got a little bit. We got a little bit yesterday.
right.
I was watching that game in Dublin. I was so pumped. I've never been more excited to watch a Kansas State Iowa State game in my life.
Kansas State, Iowa State.
That was a banger game.
A
too.
game of who's got more corn.
Iowa came out. They're the king of corn. They
King
came
of
out on
corn.
top.
The Corn Bowl.
But we got 1 week, Bruce. We
1
got
week.
1 week.
But look,
praise
it's not even just that game though. That whole weekend has great lineups. It's the Texas OSU. That's going to be great.
That's monster.
Started at noon.
That may be the most watched game
Oh, that
of
big
the
noon
season,
kickoff?
including the playoff.
Oh, that's fantastic.
That could happen.
It'll be up there. You got
Oh,
two.
by the way, Steve, we forgot to ask you. You weren't around for the shows that me and Transformer did, but we were talking about the Sunshine Bowl. Flowing.
Oh
hair
yeah,
and such.
the flowing hair. Bowl.
So yeah, like if it was Where are you at with Justin Herbert versus what's it,
Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I got tickets, bro. I'm going.
I would the Battle of the Hair. This is a good one. I like
Transformers
Harbaugh.
said
Like,
losers got to get a haircut.
yeah, I like Harbaugh. I like the things that listen, I think both you could check the box where it's like they're not living up to the hype. I think Herbert at least had that big time rookie season. I think he won Rookie of the Year. And it's kind of been a disappointment ever since. I think Lawrence had a good second year where they won a playoff game.
Yep. Justin Herbert, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's never – I don't know. I think some of the pieces Jacksonville has, there's potential, if he gets things right. But this is just what I know, because it's tested in time. Whatever Harbaugh does, he's eventually going to make a winning product out of it. Although I do think Herbert has underachieved after his rookie year. I do think he's talented. I think Lawrence has talent. But I think the combination of Herbert having talent with Harbaugh, I'd probably lean towards the Chargers in this one. Just mainly because of the Harbaugh effect. Wherever he goes, he wins. It's just tested. So I give the edge to the Chargers. I could be wrong.
I do too. Remember, Liam Cohen, first-year coach here in Jacksonville.
Who's there now? I can't even remember.
Liam Cohen. He was the OC with the Bucs.
Yeah.
But see, he don't have Baker touchdown maker anymore.
I was just gonna say,
he got the flowing hair.
Flowing hair.
He got something better.
He
got sunshine. You know what I mean? He's good.
He's got
trying to say that Baker is a cloud hanging over the sky, bro.
Yeah,
no, his hair doesn't flow. I don't know.
Baker is a fog to compare to the flowing stream of the mystic glowing of the hair and Trevor Lawrence in Jacksonville, Florida. What do you? The sun. It's already called the Sunshine State.
This ain't
You
Rapunzel.
add the sun on top of that.
Wow.
Sunshine Bowl. Yeah, I'd go Chargers. I did want to ask Snead something since I did bring it up, and I know it's not really a topic, and I'm not trying to drag everything.
No,
what do you think? What do you think about Saiyan? Is he? I've read a lot about the quarterback who's taken over for Ohio State.
Talked about him last week.
Yeah, we all know everything around the Ohio State roster is going to be talented. There's NFL players in that backfield and in the receiver room. Do we think? I don't think week one is the end all be all. If he struggles in week one against a game like Texas, they can recoup.
Same.
But is Saiyan going to be as good as projected?
He's going to look as good as projected because of those weapons he's got. And I also say this, and I'll let Snead go after this. Sorry, Snead. If Ryan Day and that coaching staff didn't trust him to go against Texas, who has one of the best defenses in the country, they wouldn't do it. So I have relative confidence in the kid.
I think they went with the more dangerous player. I think they're looking down long term. They're like, we give this guy the full season. Yeah. We'll get him started right away. He can he's the most dangerous, most explosive player they could put at the position. And they have their eyes set on a national championship, and they probably feel that this is our best chance to get to a national championship long term through the course of the year. The other guy may have been better for week one, but the Buckeyes are probably looking at it as the entire season.
I kind of feel that way with the Notre Dame situation because we're also bringing in a new quarterback.
I think it's true. I think me and Transformer felt the same way.
I think they're just bringing in a guy because they're looking long term. So they want to establish something early. I mean, we don't have as big a matchup with Texas week one, but playing on the road at Miami week one, it's let's let him see some live fire, and we'll go from there. We can build on the long-term ability. My only thing with the Ohio State quarterback situation is because we saw this before where they turned the keys over to a new first-year starter, and I thought he ended up transferring to Syracuse. What that McCord? He played well, but you saw the fan base turn against him big time. Yeah, he transferred to Syracuse, but his first year, I mean, they won 10 games, I believe, or 11 games.
Fans are a little bit, I think, without logic and reasoning sometimes. They should be only worried about the outcome.
Yeah.
but
agree.
sometimes they get lost in the sauce. You know what I mean?
But it's like if these young guys, like Alabama's breaking in a new quarterback, Notre Dame, Ohio State. I think there's somebody. It's like technically Texas is, but we've seen a little bit of Arch. So you're seeing the like preeminent like top in the top 10. There's a lot of quarterback movement. So it's like we know the roster and the talent is there for these teams, but it's all going to depend on how these new quarterbacks really develop and grow throughout the season by the time we get to playoffs. But that's the benefit is like you have a season where it's like if you lose one or two, you're not done with this new format. So you're going to see a lot of these talented teams that are going to have quarterback situations that it might take 4 or 5 weeks to really get their feet wet. And then you'll see teams really take off. So I think like the beginning first 3 to 4 weeks of the season, you're going to see a lot of movement in that top 10, especially with a lot of top 10 matchups. Now, this is my last question. I know I moved everything to college football.
No, you're good. You're good.
What do we know about the LSU quarterback? Because I heard he got carted off, but is he like severely injured or was it just like,
heard that.
Yeah, I heard he got carted off in practice.
But that was like 3 weeks ago.
At least 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
maybe
man.
3
And
weeks
I
ago.
haven't heard anything since then, and I'm still seeing LSU get all this hype. So I don't know if this is like
Is the guy behind him like very similar in ability?
I don't know because I don't know who's behind him because last year he was the guy at LSU and put up big numbers. I mean, LSU lost some games, but
All right, so it's Colin Hurley, Juwan Johnson.
Nussmeier's the kid that got hurt.
Right. So the next up is Colin Hurley, Juwan Johnson. Hurley is a freshman, and Juwan Johnson is a sophomore.
I'm looking it up. I'm not hearing.
Juwan Johnson is a hometown kid. He's from Louisiana. He's from
because LSU has one of those games week 1. I think it's at Clemson. That's another one of these marquee matchups for this week 1. I think you got Bama and Florida State too. I might be forgetting one or two. There's some good lower like the top of the top are really good, but you have some under the radar matchups in week 1 too that a lot of people are. I think Tennessee and Syracuse. There's a couple other games that are supposed to be pretty good. But yeah, I had to bring it up because I'm like. They're not
going to be able to replace a 4,000 yard, 64%, 29 and 12 quarterback with their. It's very unlikely, but
I just haven't heard anything else ever since he got carted off. I've never heard the severity of the injury. If it's like he's going to return at some point or he's done, he's got to have surgery. I never heard anything concrete because LSU is getting a decent amount of hype too this season, and he was like a Heisman hopeful. So,
well, I'm seeing here that he was limited in practice yesterday.
Oh,
limited means he was a participant.
Yeah.
So he was there, so he might start.
LSU used Saturday night as a load management day for multiple players with week 1 against Clemson inching closer. So,
okay. So then I would expect him to be
available
this season. I don't know about week 1, but
it sounds to me like they're. I mean, if he's a participant in practice, he's part of the walkthroughs. He's part of the planning.
Good. I'd hate to see a team like that. Like, I'm not an LSU guy, and obviously I cheer against Brian Kelly. But
they're good for the playoff.
I'd hate to see a team that has top 10 potential lose out preseason because of something like that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That about wraps up my prattle for this early Sunday. Bruce, I will be blowing your DMs up with Notre Dame stuff.
I'm glad you labeled what you was blowing it up about, but go ahead. That was just wow. Blow them DMs up. Yo, what?
Everything was cool until Transformer came through.
Like, we're out here having convo and Twizzle's out here taking it to cat levels, man. Come on.
Yeah, man.
Come on. Hey, Bruce is my therapy. Like, when I'm pissed at Denbrock and I'm pissed at the offense and I'm mad that we blow stupid games, Bruce is my outlet. Like, he keeps
you just got to watch more Buckeyes film. That's all.
Yeah, man.
We don't.
Listen, I'm in Ohio too.
Enough of that last year in the final game. Thank you.
I have Buckeye fatigue, bro. Like, I just,
Oh
If
yeah,
you're
Steve,
not a
you're a
Buckeye,
reasonable guy because you speak from like reason. But you're right with fan bases, like, bro, you know how the
bro, I
Buckeyes
don't
are.
like the Buckeye fan base.
I don't blame you.
I don't.
There's Notre Dame portions I feel the same way where it's like, guys, it's not 1975. Like we got
right,
to
Yeah,
right.
it's
We
wild.
got to be objective about it.
Yeah, let's be real.
Well, fan is short for fanatic, man. We know that.
Yeah, man, and I have it bad because I'm in Ohio and I'm obviously not an Ohio State guy. So, and then the fact
Yeah,
that
but
we
you're not
lost
from
to
my
y'all
part
in
of
the
Ohio, bro.
championship,
You sound
I got
different.
doubled down. Listen, this is what bothered me the most. Like, I'm Catholic. We cheer for Notre Dame, bro. I live in Ohio. I go to church, and all of my fellow Catholics are in scarlet and gray, just like busting my chops
Okay,
over the
so
championship game. And I'm like, listen, guys, listen,
Bruh.
what are we doing here? Like, come on, bro. We're in a Catholic church,
You
and y'all are.
can't be within 100 miles of the state's capital and not be wearing Buckeye gear. That's gonna happen, bro.
Oh,
that is kind of
bro,
crazy.
I'm telling you, dude. I go to my Catholic church and I go there for like some peace, and I still got Buckeye fans just busting me. It's like,
Scarlet
bro,
and gray, bro. Get over it.
That's why they got confessional booths, bro.
Well, that's why I told my priest, I was like, line them up, everybody in red, line them up. I said, before mass even begins, line them up. We need Hail Marys and Our Fathers. Get to it.
Oh,
This is heresy.
You need 20 Hail Marys.
Hey, one of my good
Need to
friends
fast for 2 weeks.
One of my good friends.
Amen. Amen. I do it a month. I'm old school Catholic. A month of fasting.
Steve, one of my good friends from Bishop McNamara High School hates Notre Dame with a passion and loves Miami.
We got Bruce, we got to talk to the Pope. We're gonna get this figured out. We cannot have these heretics running around.
You're not an Irish fan. You get excommunicated.
Excommunicado. You're done. Anathema. We're not playing around. We're going back to the old school.
Stuff is real, bro. Stuff is real.
Listen, I'm not even Catholic, and I love the Irish more than a lot of Catholic buddies I got.
Hey, Bruce, you go back to Lou Holtz. Is that right?
I do. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's when it happened for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I remember those good days, bro.
Absolutely.
Those were some great
days. Not the championship years, but
Lou Holtz holds
far
a special,
from that. But,
Lou Holtz holds a special part for like my area.
Mm-hmm.
We are a very heavy Catholic area in Ohio.
That's
right. He's from East Liverpool. That's like 30 minutes from where we're at. So,
you guys want to hear an interesting fact about
that?
Sneed? I built a gas station, a truck stop gas station in East Liverpool, Ohio.
No kidding.
Man,
I pass there all
my
the
friend
time
has a construction business. He was short-handed. I helped him build that gas. Never knew how to do any of it. He showed me how to do all of it.
Wow.
Did you build any more gas stations or anything else?
Nope.
I said, Bumpy, that's
went
a
right back
deal.
to teaching, bro. I was just for one summer, bro.
You should go work for Pilot J. Sneed.
Hell no.
Hey, the 90s were good times, especially in my area in Ohio. Lou Holtz was the coach. You didn't see these Buckeye shirts everywhere in the 90s.
I believe
Notre Dame was good. Lou was a local. Yeah. Everybody was going to mass with their Notre Dame. Now it's like,
but Notre Dame had some low points after Lou Holtz, bro.
Absolutely, Bob Davie, Ty Willingham.
Oh, bro, it got bad after Lou.
The last 30 years.
Second part of Charlie White's transformer.
We've had brief moments, but like after Lou, it went to dog shit, to be totally honest. Because Davie, Ty Willingham started off good. And then it went.
I know,
and then Charlie Weiss started off good because he had Quinn and a lot of those guys.
Charlie Weiss came in with high expectations.
Huge,
like everybody was like,
huge. The little bit
he didn't recruit defense.
That was just going to say the little bit I knew about Charlie, because like obviously, I mean, I've always been going up to South Bend and stuff. So you meet people when you hear stuff. The thing with Charlie was, like, he came in with this ego because he was coming from New England. And obviously, I mean, he had a big reputation and a big name as an offensive coordinator, but that's what everybody was saying is like, he cannot recruit defense. He's not even trying to recruit defense. Mm-hmm. He just wants to outscore everybody. And he was an asshole. Like he burned a lot of bridges while he was in South Bend.
Yeah.
Now, Kelly was a weird mix where Kelly recruited well, and he brought us back to a competitive
but he didn't execute in the big game.
Yeah, he's not a big game coach at all. Not like
big
Coach
game.
Reeves.
He was like James Franklin. Like it was like, man, we get here with 10 wins, but when it mattered, it's like, well, there we go. You know,
See, we're all fanatics of different teams, but we're like all on the same page. We saw exactly the same things.
Yeah. Well, I would say, Sneed, I would say, like you, and this is and no disrespect to anybody that calls in, right? But like you have these people that like they're super biased. Like when you guys talk, that's why the show's so good. Like Bruce is a fan of certain things, Twizzler's a fan, like you're a fan, and I, selfishly say I'm a fan of certain things. But like we try to be realistic. Like we know ball to the point where it's like we're not going to let these biases cloud.
Yeah. Except when it's Boston Celtics shit, then at that point bias takes over. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah.
Well,
Larry Bird, fine. Everything else, travesty.
Not bias, that's hatred. That's your problem.
I agree with you. I agree with you,
Your
6 though.
veins.
Steve, I agree.
We're not all perfect, but it's like for the most part, that's why the show's good. It's like everybody's on the same page because we're not gonna like gaslight just feed our biases or our agendas or whatnot. Like,
we try not to, man. We legitimately try to keep it real, good sports talk with like real insight. And we don't always agree, but we try to bring legitimate, real arguments, legitimate, real discussion.
Well, there's an authenticity now that I think a lot of people have tuned out to the ESPNs and the Fox Sports and stuff because we can clearly see it's like there's agendas here, there's a bias, like there's a narrative.
How about this, Bruce? If you caught me, you would say it and I would accept it.
Right.
If I was drifting from my logic and my reasoning just to go on, you would say it. I would sense it and accept it.
Well, what you're describing, Sneed, is something that we have an issue with macro societies. Like that's a masculine characteristic where it's like accountability. Like if you're wrong, you'll admit it and accept correction. We don't live in that society right
especially
now.
on live TV. Absolutely.
Yeah, we have an effeminate bias where it's like you can just go. The louder you are and the more you scream, it's like to me when I see that's why I tuned out of like ESPN years ago. It's like this isn't authentic. This is this is corny.
Chicago is heading for deep waters right now. So, prayers for Chicago.
Yeah. What's going on?
Flooding?
No. I just said, like this is the mentality of men.
Oh. I thought he was Chicago.
Why are you singling them?
Don't worry about it, man. The joke went way over everybody's head. That plane did not land.
He's talking about the Bears and Caleb. I got it.
That plane was a rocket. That thing took off.
This is nail polish.
Bro, and we talked about him for like 2 shows straight. Transformer. I should have known that one.
Bruce, you're gonna have to click me out if we get on the nail polish talk.
Yeah, we're not.
I can only be
flowers in the hair. Yeah, I got you, man.
I know. I got to talk to Transformer because we really need to get that Patreon going because we got to figure out like when we can do it.
I will get many more invites once the Patreon's going.
Man,
I'll let it go.
Yeah, we
can talk about women. We can talk about nail polish. Listen, I'm your guy.
Oh man,
I'll take
like a horrible show already.
Of that show.
Right.
Steve started off with women and fingernail polish. Like, what are we talking about? What's happening?
Y'all are insane. All right, I think we are going to go ahead and leave it right there. That was a heck of a way to go out, man. Thank you for calling in, Steve.
Hey, man, sorry for the blunder. I blame my headset and my low IQ with technology. But
no, that was actually my fault because I forgot to turn off the forwarding the Transformers phone.
Yeah, I'm like, why is Steve calling me?
I got a call back from Florida, and I'm sitting here thinking, like, what's this? I think I got a message, too.
Yeah, I said that way when I went overseas. So that the calls would go to Transformer. And I totally forgot to turn that off. Yeah.
I've been back. Good. Listen, everybody wanted to see the flowing hair.
Listen,
everything happens for a reason. My face should be seen. My voice should be heard.
For your birthday,
appreciate you guys. Bruce, I'm glad you're back. Twizzler, praying for you, brother.
Absolutely,
speedy recovery. Bro. Sneed, it's always good, brother. You stay taking W's.
Eating up Jameis Winston. Did y'all see the Jackson Dart one?
Yeah,
he
bro.
fed him the W.
This guy
he fed him the W. The Sky Cam caught it, and like Jameis is looking at the camera. He just started eating the W of Jackson's fingers.
Wild, bro.
He's a national treasure,
does
bro.
every roster need a Jameis, bro?
Every team in
team
sports needs a freaking Jameis Winston.
Yo,
Wow.
with all these guys starting podcasts, if these guys don't bring Jameis on for like an hour, y'all are
Oh
crazy.
man, they're doing a disservice.
You know
Instant
what?
entertainment, instant entertainment.
You know what? Okay.
What was the one? I like the one. He was like that they were doing playing a game, and the football player, the quarterbacks have to hit the goalpost. And he was like, when I hit this goalpost, everybody's going to Bible study because Bible study is in like 30 minutes or something like that. And so the team was like, okay. So he got everybody hyped. And on a dime, he threw the ball. I forgot how far it was. Threw it and it hit it on the goalpost.
Oh, wow.
He was like, Bible study, y'all better be going. Come on, everybody going to church today. Everybody needs Jesus.
Wow.
It's like, yo. He lit practice up. Everybody got so hyped, bro. It was so hype, man. Yo.
Oh my goodness.
That's called divine intervention right there.
I gotta go watch this Jackson Dart thing, bro. I gotta see this.
Oh, you gotta see it, bro. He's looking up and he's like mean mugging the Sky Cam.
Oh, bro.
It's just like
Wait, so is Jackson Dart was beating Jameis the W?
yeah, so Jackson Dart was holding up the W and he's going towards Jameis Winston.
Right.
And Winston is like eyeballing the Sky Cam and like starts eating the W.
Wow.
Staring right at the camera,
Yeah,
bro.
bro.
Like Transformer does it at
dude,
the
it
beginning
was
of the
great.
shows.
Wow. Oh my God.
I'm talking, he's a national treasure, bro.
Yo, Jameis he's a wild dude. He's definitely a wild dude.
Went from crab leg stories to natty championships to
Wow.
like it's just amazing how the turnaround happened.
Yes. I just wish you would stop throwing so many picks, you know?
Oh man, 30 for 30, baby. 30 for 30.
You know, he's making better in his life. He'll be all right. 30 for 30.
30 for 30, baby.
Yeah,
Oh, my
he got
God.
his own 30 for 30. Oh,
I'm
man.
gonna throw you
Bro,
in
they're
it. I'm gonna
already-
throw you out of it.
They're already doing AI ones with the crab legs, bro. They couldn't.
Oh, they already. Oh my
They
God,
already-
send them
they're
to me,
all-
bro. Send them to me.
I got you, bro. I got you.
Listen, I got a quick Jameis story. I have a near dear friend. He is a huge Florida State fan. And
Go
we
Noles.
obviously followed Jameis through the whole Florida State success. He gets drafted to Tampa, and he literally has the 30 for 30 season. And another buddy and I are telling our Florida State friend, because he's going, "Oh, Jameis is so great," you know. And we're like, "Listen, Jameis has talent. There's no doubt." I was like, "But the guy just broke the NFL record for turnovers." I was like, "Pick sixes galore." I was like, "You're not going to." And he makes this bet with me. He says he's going to be a starting NFL franchise quarterback for the next 8 years. And I was like, "You're saying this right after he threw 30 interceptions." I said, "I'll bet you $500 in the next 8 years he is not a starting quarterback." He shakes my hand. It's on video. It's hilarious. We troll him all the time with it. He shakes my hand, and I think the next month is when Tampa gets Tom Brady, and he goes to Tampa, and I believe Jameis got released or something. So it's like I won $500 off of someone's blind loyalty to the 30 for 30 season.
30.
I mean, dude, he shook my hand so bold. He
Bad
said, "The next
financial
8
decision.
years, he'll be a starting franchise." Like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Right. Hey, quick side note, guys. Got 11 votes on the post about Kobe being a transcendent player. 91% say yes.
That's
Who said he wasn't?
Yeah,
I must have
who
missed that
voted
part.
no? There's probably some bronze sexual hating ass that was probably like,
But that
"Oh,
was my
Kobe
fear.
ain't like that."
Steve, that was my fear, is that the majority of people that were voting were going to look at it that way. I think he is, and I know he is.
Can't see how
Oh,
you.
it's not even a question. He is.
I think he is
But
absolutely.
there's a polarity for Kobe all of a sudden over the last year.
And I don't know how this started, Sneed, but I've noticed it where it's like, if
I
you're
know
a LeBron guy, you're anti-Kobe.
You're also
Have you picked up on
anti-Curry.
that?
You're also anti-Jordan. You're anti anybody who presents a
Yeah.
threat.
Where
That's
I think
what
if
it
you look
is.
at somebody who's a
Except
fan of
if you're me.
Jordan or a fan of Kobe, they can acknowledge other guys that are like,
But we don't put you in there, Transformer.
Yeah, you're a little bit different.
Transformer, do you remember my open soliloquy about the casual NBA fan?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember specifically when there's a fan of a player?
Yep.
When they don't love a team or when they don't love the association, they just love a
Go wherever
player.
the player.
How they pollute everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
It's a groupie mentality. It is.
It's bad,
like
man.
Yeah.
It's bad
It is
because
wild.
a lot of the reason why LeBron is not liked, it really don't have to do with LeBron. It's his freaking fan base, man. The fan
Yeah.
base makes it so much worse than what it really is because the logic and reasoning just goes out the freaking window. Like, okay, nobody's done anything like LeBron ever in their eyes. Nobody has done anything ever. And that's why I disagree as a fan. Like, okay,
until 2003.
yeah, like I'm a fan of LeBron. I like LeBron. I like his game. I like, what he did in Cleveland. I like that he came. I'm like, I throw a blind eye to all the bull crap, and I try to stick between the rectangle on the basketball court. But these dudes, boy, it's like he was the first astronaut player to play on Mars. like what's happening, bro? It's the fans that just really, really make it worse. And it's similar to Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys. I think I had this conversation with Tony the other day. Like, people don't dislike the Cowboys. They dislike the fan base. That's just been delusional for 30 plus years. Like 1995 is over. Like, I mean, 96.
Yeah.
1996 is 29 years ago. They have yet to make a NFC championship appearance. They're the only team in the NFC not to do so. But you ask a Cowboy, it's our year. It's the Super Bowl. So, like, we hate the Cowboys because more so the fans. And LeBron James fan base is just making it worse and worse for LeBron. That no matter, like, what he does, like, now it just sours the taste of your traditional basketball fan of the sport. That's just my opinion.
I think I don't disagree with you, but I just a little nuance where it's like, I do think Jerry Jones, I do think LeBron, they do strike certain matches where I can understand why people would push back.
Yeah.
But the fan base just throws gasoline on the fire.
Oh, boy.
So it's like, that's where I would agree with you.
The same gas that Sneed built at the gas station. That thing's just going, it's just all over it, bro.
Running down East Liverpool.
LeBron is 42. He drops a 25-point game, and all of a sudden it's just going to be national news. Like, it's going to go crazy. But
first 42-year-old with a 25-point game, and he had his shoelace untied for 15 minutes in the third quarter. Like,
chewing gum on one side, and he only had one sleeve on the left side.
Right. Meanwhile, with his son on the bench sneezing while he hit a 3-pointer. Like, come on, man.
And they got the screenshot.
Right.
That's what I'm glad you brought it up, because I agree that was like, that's a fire starter. Like the Bronny James situation and how LeBron kind of orchestrated things. Like we could all see it, but it's like, that's where the fanfare pours like gas on the fire, where it's like, now you're trying to make Bronny out to be something that we can clearly see, like, and we wish him the best. We don't wish the young man anything ill will.
He's doing good as far as his progression. Yeah, he's doing great.
Yeah, but it's like this idea that like he deserved a guaranteed contract and stuff like that. It's like, y'all got to chill. Like, now you're just throwing gas on the fire. You know what I mean? Where Cowboys fans in the same instance, like, it's not that LeBron has a monopoly on this. There's other instances in sports for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there we go, gentlemen. I think we can leave it right there. Appreciate everything today. It's been a great show, man. Great show.
Thanks, Bruce. Appreciate it.
Hold on.
Man, we about to go, Eddie. What you doing, bro? Who does this?
Dog.
Yeah, man.
They call that perfect timing right
I'm
there.
here kicking some BS. That's
Bro,
what
he's about to take a
Now
nap,
he's
bro, after the
taking a
gym,
nap, bro. Are
Oh
you serious?
man.
See,
Arm
everybody's
day.
looking
Bro.
professional except
yo,
you.
What you mean? I'm just laying on the couch chilling, man. Listen to a lot of
recovering after arm
Got his
day.
hand on his head. Look at that Caleb Williams effect already happening. Look at his hand.
What you mean? Look at it. My hands nails ain't paint.
It's
My
like,
nails ain't
yes,
paint. What you talking
I'm
about?
resting. I'm resting. I'm gonna lay my hand on my head. I'm resting. My diva
Man,
pose
yeah,
on my
I've been out in the
couch.
sun. Hey, I went to the gym today,
Hey,
Prayers
man.
for
Bruce,
You
Eddie,
know,
Chicago, man.
Steve, Transformer. I
I
gotta
went.
roll,
Hey,
man, but it was good. Thank you.
Hey, we'll
I
see you,
went to the
Steve.
gym.
Blessings.
No, Steve. No. You stay right there. 16 chapter. Hold on, bro. You stay
What?
right there.
You got
Hurry
60
up, hurry up,
seconds. Go.
hurry up,
60
Hey,
hurry up,
seconds. We got to go.
hurry
you
up.
know who Boosie is?
Lil Boosie, yes.
You know who Lil Boosie is?
Yeah.
Man, bro, you got the remix fade going on, bro. That junk mad killing though, bro.
Say that
That junk
again. You
fresh.
cut out, bro.
I said you got the
Terrible.
Boosie remix fade going on, bro. That junk look nice though, bro. Real talk. Pardon the left though. You know what I'm saying? Because it's balled around. You got the hair at
Oh
the
yeah,
top
man.
of it.
I just got it done yesterday, bro. I'm glad you appreciate it.
Yeah,
Little
man.
Boozy
No,
wasn't in mine, but hey, real recognize real, bro.
yeah,
You know.
exactly. That's all I want to do, man. I'm gonna let y'all
16
go.
badass.
You know what I tell my
I'm
barber? I
gonna,
said, bald on the sides, parted on the top.
yeah.
Pardon the left. Yeah.
Yeah, bald around the sides to the left. That's how it is.
Hey,
Oh my God. I got to move. Oh my
hey, I'm gonna holler at y'all, man.
All right, man.
Dude, you're terrible, man. I'm out of here. Thank you,
Oh
guys.
my gosh.
Hey,
Man.
All right,
Close the
so,
show, Bruce. No
oh
move.
man, listen, I
blessings,
appreciate
guys.
all y'all, man. I'm gonna let you go, Steve.
Yes,
Oh man,
sir.
I appreciate
Hey,
it. Thank
you
you for
guys
calling.
stay blessed. Great show.
Yes. All right, y'all. Great show today. I appreciate it. Everybody, make sure you like, subscribe, share the channel, do all that fun stuff, man. Oh my gosh, we will be back soon. If you want to see the members only content that I created, go ahead, join the channel. Got a good one from yesterday, and you can see the other stuff I've done members only prior to that. Also, anticipate this week getting back to doing our college football coverage with my main guy, former Fighting Illini wide receiver Ryan Langford. So yeah, got a
Shout
lot
out
going on.
Ryan. Big shout out Ryan.
Shout out Ryan. Got a lot going on, man. We appreciate all y'all. Have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and we out. Peace.
Peace.